Are we live?
It's live!
Hey! Hello everyone, if anyone's watching, welcome to Eaters of the Earth, episode 10. We're getting there.
Where are we getting? Oh, we're getting there.
Harry, is everything working?
It looks like it's working.
Cool.
Does anyone see the snacks on stream?
I'm sure you can hear the snacks currently. What a great catchphrase.
Chat, let us know if anything's not working, sound, visual, or otherwise. We will seek to rectify it as quickly as possible. This is Eat of the Earth. As always, this is a D&D game that's inspired by the video game Caves of Cud. Thanks as always to Freehold Games for allowing us to use their amazing setting. Has anyone in this group actually played it apart from me yet?
Nope.
Trying to get a sneak
It looks
peek.
fucking complicated, man.
The thing is,
No, it's fairly simple, though.
I spent that
It's a
one
roguelike.
session where I was away and I was in the chat. I had so many things fundamentally like spoiled for myself.
Oh yeah.
About the game. I was like, if I play the game,
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah.
spoil the D&D.
I went on the wiki a bit and I don't want to
No,
go again because I just
I like the mystery.
Fair enough,
But we
fair
love
enough.
you, Freehold Games. Thank you.
Yeah,
and
thanks,
one day I'll
Freehold
play your game.
And also thanks to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for these delicious dates, chocolate
Call
covered
dates,
dates.
Harry, not dates.
They're so delicious, and we'll be snacking on them throughout the session.
Yeah.
In really obnoxious ways.
Oh, and the almonds. There's an almond in the middle of them as well.
Not
Great.
capable of the other
This is
nut
great
allergy.
content, guys. Anyway, let's get on with the game.
Why don't you hit that subscribe button?
Shush, enough.
You might see a little emote.
First of all, shall we all introduce ourselves and our characters? Character name, a little bit about them. I'm Liam, the DM. As always, Harry, should we start with you?
What? No, I'm eating my chocolate
Okay,
snack.
Seb, we'll start with you then.
I'm Seb. I play Tumbleheart Baraka III, who is a delightfully pompous, well, not as pompous as some of the other Phytons, who are the plant people. He is a fighty, historian-y, planty person, or planty plant. And he's in the last session just discovered that he might not be so secure in his current historical pursuits as he first thought. They first thought, I should say. And so we'll see where that goes.
Yeah.
But
Harry,
rejuvenated by his friends.
Have you delightfully sucked
I've
upon
finished.
that, apology for Khashoggi's murder?
Tastes like authoritative regime.
Right.
Hi, I'm Harry. I play Stev. Stev's a simple man with a less simple dog. He's just trying to make his way in the world and, get some good eating.
Yeah!
You said it!
It's canon! To the person in the chat, yes, there is a sub button. Hint, use the Amazon subscribe thing if you don't want to have to pay. That way you take money from Jeff Bezos, this is a good thing, and we get money. This is fantastic thing.
And you get emotes.
Well, I do want to say, you are still fundamentally taking part within the system.
Oh my god, yes, as are we by being on the platform that he owns,
I'm joking,
alright?
I'm joking. Sorry, I'm being mean.
But yes.
Sam.
Hello. Wow, such authority. I'm Sam. I am playing Tetsu Oitap. He is a big, tall blue boy with a chrome hand, a magical eye, and a head full of dreams.
A heart full of
God,
love.
that
And
is
a heart full of
beautiful.
love. But he doesn't know
and
what
a
his
liver
dreams...
full of alcohol.
And 4 eyes.
4 eyes. But he doesn't know what his dreams mean. Will he find out? You'll have to watch.
No.
Is there alcohol in this setting? Because there's no water, right? So can we still get drunk?
Yeah, you still get
We
drunk.
need
What
to
do we
do a
get drunk
drunk
on?
session.
Star apple cider, there's wheat, so you can make grain alcohol.
You can basically make vodka out of pretty much anything.
There'll probably be some
Yeah, but surely
horrendous.
you need water involved in the process somewhere, right?
Oh yeah,
There is water, it's just scarce.
I had milk vodka.
Ooh, how was that?
Absolutely disgusting.
Is that vodka with milk or
Is that
milk?
in game or
No, it's
sorry?
vodka made from milk.
Oh, but should I tell you what's really good?
Should we do the introductions first?
I'm Shannon.
Okay.
Shannon.
Today I'm wearing jellyfish. It's the colour on my nails. I like it a lot.
The colour's called jellyfish.
Yeah,
I like
that.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm playing Hibiscus. She needs to lighten up. She won't.
Fair enough.
Let me briefly return to my highly relevant point.
That was incredible.
1 part hazelnut vodka, 2 parts milk is like drinking alcoholic Nutella.
Is
That sounds
it?
grim.
It sounds horrific, but it's not.
Tell you what else is
Actually,
sounds
that is
terrific.
just a shit White Russian, isn't it?
Well, yeah, so you think, and then you try it, like, this is infinitely better than
Everyone,
White
we'll
Russian.
do a mixology themed D&D setting somehow at some point.
Malibu
Get on
and
with
milk.
the game
Try
first.
it.
No.
No,
Does
see,
everything involve
that.
milk? that's fucking vile.
Tell us your milk-based cocktails.
Gross. Anyway, a couple of announcements before we begin. One, we're affiliated, yay, we were last stream. I've now done the emotes for the setting. Annoyingly, I can only give one to, like, everyone, I think, which is a fist of rebellion. You know,
No politics here.
no politics here at all. The others are Karl Marx and a D20, so, you know, you get a bit of both.
We like to have fun.
Yeah, a bit of both. Those are the two sides of the coin, really, aren't they?
Hopefully in the
Karl Marx
future-
and D20.
Hopefully in the future we get more emote slots, I can just give, you know, all of the people all of the emotes, but, you know, until then.
The irony of you have to subscribe to get access to Karl Marx's face.
It's
It's
not
not
wasted on
lost
us.
on me.
It's the highest tier subscription as well. Because I figured, well, no one's going to use this, so put it there. Anyway, other thing is...
Oh, there's a lot of fists of power in the chat already.
Hey!
Fists of
Fists of rebellion, fists of power.
Oh, I have an apology for not being here for 2 weeks and ruining the D&D game by doing that. I was sick. I'm sorry.
Completely ruined.
Or maybe making the D&D game a lot better in my absence, always possible.
Backdrops, sorry, it's been a while, been very busy the past 2 weeks. We did this one last week. I have started on the next one, that's why we've got this horrible batty thing here, because I'm in the process of painting. We'll get to yours next, don't worry, I will hopefully have them done in 2 weeks. We'll see, probably
Was
3.
it a favouritism thing? Is that why you started with?
No, I just wanted to do a smaller canvas, and this one is a metre narrower than that one, so I'm just lazy.
That's okay.
And Harry, I think episode up to 4 is on YouTube now.
Yeah.
People have been watching it on the YouTube.
Yeah, we've got like 2 views.
Such surprise.
No, people are coming up to me and saying
On the street,
that I don't know.
randomly. I know you.
Yeah.
I'm one of the 3.
Anyway, we will endeavour to get the rest up as soon as possible. It's been a bit slow going because I don't have enough data storage, basically. That's announcements, unless there's any from the group before we begin.
No.
I got a promotion. I'm really happy.
Oh, yes.
Oh, congratulations!
Congrats to Shannon. Let's not pick the mics.
I just rented a I just rented a house. My first ever house that I rented. So
Girls doing adult shit, guys.
it does.
Well, that side of the table.
I haven't had any achievements in the last 6 months.
I mean, you earn enough, Harry.
What does that mean?
I'm very jealous. I'm very jealous of Harry's income.
I don't tell you my income, and it's not that high. I work in journalism. Like, what am I applying for?
What would Karl Marx have to
Something
say?
that's been held down just came out there.
Why don't you just go burn a Persian rug?
Not again. Not again.
Anyway, Seb, anything to say for yourself?
I just finished the show.
Yeah.
Please stop the clicking. It's
No, why not?
it just stresses me out. I just had my 2-year anniversary.
Oh,
there you
Of what? Doing shows?
No, of being
Oh,
in a
right.
relationship. You remember my girlfriend is currently in the chat?
Hello. Right, sorry. Fair enough. Okay. Hey, Nez.
Liam, do you have anything to celebrate?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Okay.
10th episode.
10th episode, yay.
We're getting there.
We're
Okay,
getting
so
there.
there are plans for this channel. I submitted something to the Arts Council. Hopefully something will come up. We'll see if it does.
Oh, yeah, it's very exciting.
It's all exciting.
And mysterious.
And mysterious. No, at some point, basically, when we've kind of, I think once we've finished this arc, cleaned up a few things, I still have a few assets to make for the channel. Hopefully, I'll do a video just talking about kind of the kind of next step, the ambition for this channel, what we plan to do. But yeah, hopefully it will be good.
But you'll still be getting all that sweet card action.
Yes.
Oh
Absolutely.
yeah.
Of course.
Is there another arc after this arc?
No.
Oh.
No, of course there is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Once we're done, we're done.
Yeah.
Just packing it in.
Shift us
Go
out.
our
Once
separate
I've
ways.
used you for my own ends. Right. Shall we begin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So, previously, the party had headed into an Eta ruin in the northeastern rim of Khud, the sacred jungle, seeking this ancient being there. You had come following a voice that Tetsu had heard in his dreams, telling him that this thinking machine could possibly give you knowledge to aid you in your fight against this monstrous esper you're hunting, who is slowly consuming the life force of the jungle. You descended into this ruin, navigating the mechanical hazards you found there, and you arrived in this strange fractal prison of this thinking machine. There you bargained with it. Dog traded her tail and in exchange, Tumbleheart's
Good
psychic potential was killed, which was being used to track you.
So when you put it like that, it sounds like we really got a bum deal.
That was the tail.
Sorry?
I believe it's a pun. No, it's a pun
Is it a
because
pun?
the tail is by the bum.
Right.
Oh,
I'm here to translate Shannon's puns.
that was actually very smart. You can have inspiration for that, Shannon.
Actually,
What?
Because I didn't get it, so it's smarter than me.
Really?
And if you're beating the
Is it, or
DM in
was
the
it
fucking
shit?
4D
Okay,
chess,
fine.
okay, I'm
Get
going to be honest,
inspiration.
I still don't get it.
Bum deal, tail. What's close to the...
Oh, right. Nice.
no, I'm just giving out inspiration because it was a good pun, but I didn't give it out at all for the last few sessions anyway. So, and then sorry to get back to it. Then you traded a Tetsu from a parallel dimension for knowledge on how to use this strange hemispherical device
I want to
that
can I ask you a
Tetsu's
question
master
about this?
Lucky had left him. Sorry. Yes.
So, I was confused. Which Tetsu do we have now? It's the new Tetsu?
It's both.
No, the one that's with us now.
Right. The parallel reality was functionally the same as this one.
Right.
So in a real sense, you
the
both have lost
continuous-
Tetsu and have Tetsu.
But like the continuous.
We will be going the
consciousness-
narrative where Tetsu
The-
wasn't taken away.
Okay, but that's not what I
We've-
thought.
we've got the original Tetsu, but I think this
There is
like,
no original Tetsu.
Excellent, right? Yeah.
but we sort of both have to stop. I don't know why it stresses me out.
Should we
but it
get
does.
back? Let's
Yeah,
see questions
sorry.
for after the recap. Sorry. So, parallel Tetsu traded away. In exchange, you got knowledge of this hemispherical, strange object.
Paperweight.
You were also made the offer of trading your firstborn when you were to have it for knowledge of Anguix, the voice that had spoken to you, whom the machine apparently knew, but ultimately you declined for now. Departing the ruin, this strange transport returned you to the surface world, to the jungle. Gauging your location, you resolved to head to Grovehenge, which is an archive for the Consortium of Fighter, which you know is this loose coalition of Phytans, subset sentient plants that record the history of Cud and lands beyond it. You made your way through this maze of vegetation that was perceivable only to Phytans that surrounded Grovehenge, and you arrived, meeting with the steward Yomli. It was a lot of fun to play.
Oh, I loved him.
Yeah.
And
Will
the
you join
smith
us?
Human, who set to repairing Tumbleheart's shattered plate mail. Tumbleheart, you ventured deeper into Grovehenge, speaking with the prime historian Grumblegatch IV, who chastised you for demonstrating your study of subject swordplay so soon into the work.
It was very disheartening.
Yeah. You were retired for the evening, and we ended as you spoke beneath the stars with Moody, this albino cave bear whose
Favorite character so far.
kind bore the same pale quills on their back that Lucky had given to Tetsu, which he keeps in his hair. So
basically you're wearing bits of
he
the
ties
person
his
we're
he
talking
ties his
about.
kind of
Oh, yeah.
tangled, clumped together hair in a knot on top, and it's kind of pierced them with quills. Kind of like that Chinese bun thing they do at the back with
Yeah.
like chopsticks and really bad kind of like
Yeah.
generic
Yeah.
stuff. A bit like that, I guess.
But I look like a candle.
Yeah, sure. I mean, your hair's
Is
orange.
that
but-
like the equivalent of like, sort of me showing up to a dinner party, people I've never met wearing human skin?
No.
Okay, good. Just wanted to clarify that.
I
For
mean,
you or the audience?
Both.
given that when you looked at the kind of the sleeping area of Moody, you did find these little quills. They appear to just kind of lose them naturally anyway.
Okay, is it the equivalent of me showing up to a dinner party wearing human hair?
Like a wig?
Yeah, like if you had like it's like hair in a locket or that. It's that kind of thing. You know,
Okay.
that would probably be a good.
So borderline creepy.
Yeah, but I mean, it's it's a strange mutated world. There's many different sentient peoples. Kind of ideas of wearing an animal skin might not be acceptable here. Well, human skin wouldn't be acceptable, but for some circles in our reality, animal skin would.
Right.
The lines are a lot more blurred here because
Okay.
you can have a sentient dog who can talk. So the idea of a personhood
Can it talk?
is far more blurred in this setting.
Yeah, fair enough.
And Moody didn't seem particularly
Moody
thrown.
about it.
Nice.
No, well, no.
Good night.
If anything.
Where's my inspiration?
All the bad plans now, that's not good enough. So you may recall that Moody noticed your quills in your hair and spoke to you about, referred to the signs, which you didn't know what he was talking about, and Lucky hadn't taught you. But
Yeah.
he was fairly out of it, so, anyway,
Wait till morning.
you awaken.
Your dice,
No,
dice,
okay.
didn't
No,
Just
no.
gonna come in.
Sorry.
You awaken Stiff joints clicking as he stretched beneath the paling sky.
I don't have joints.
Except for you.
Thank you.
Have inspiration for catching me on that. It has been an uncomfortable night's rest upon straw mats atop flat stone, and even the relaxing effects of Moody's pipe couldn't soothe your passage to the dream world. Gathering your things upon this stone outcropping, you look again upon Grovehenge. From its furtive spot within a natural basin, the rising sun has yet to overcome the thick, chaotic walls of vegetation that encircle this place. Currently, only the barest tips of the stone obelisks that rise to the Hall of History are catching the light, but soon the technicolor moss set within their inscrutable patterns will shine in the morning sun. What are you all doing?
What a lovely sleep. What were we doing here?
Lovely.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you came here for your armor repaired.
I came here for my. Oh, he said one day.
He did say one day, so you don't know how long. I mean, he hasn't brought it to you yet, but
Is that what he does? He kind of brings it over, or do I go to him?
I mean, he's like less than a minute away, so you can go just look.
I'm going to go check if my armor's ready.
Is Moody here?
Yeah, Moody kind of has. I mean, Moody has somewhat improved the comfort of where he sleeps.
Yeah. So he slept well.
And he's kind of more or less kind of curled up.
Still sleeping.
Remember last time he kind of made these crude shelves out of kind of loose wood. That he kind of kept a few objects on. But
He's
yeah,
still sleeping.
he's currently just kind of curled up sleeping.
Okay.
He's a bear, so they kind of basically become just
It's
kind
cute.
of a mound of pale fur.
Winnie the Pooh.
Is it adorable?
Is he adorable?
Yeah.
I mean, they're kind of lanky and tall, and they have triple jointed kind of serpentine
Lanky
fingers.
So is he kind of like
Yeah,
was it like a sun bear? Are those the creepy ones?
What's a sun bear? I don't
I
know.
don't think that exists.
Sun bears
Is it a
exist.
cryptid?
No, it's an actual animal.
Isn't
Thin for a bear.
The male
Thin for a
child
bear.
of a bear.
Oh god.
Good one.
Oh,
Nice.
he's a weak.
I'm really reaching right now.
Wow. You hit that one out the park.
So yeah, you're free to ask questions about. So you came here to fix your armor. Assumedly, you are prepping for prepping to try to
battle
challenge
the
this
esper.
esper again, and this time win. Hopefully, I
Yeah.
mean you can try to lose.
It's
D&D.
We
Play
did
the game
try
how
to
you
lose
like.
last time.
What's the food situation?
Food situation is. I mean, you didn't broach it, but I will say that Yomli will perhaps have provided you enough water. So we'll say you have 7 days' supplies.
What about the eating situation?
So 7 days of supplies of food and water.
Okay,
That's very kind.
So I mean, maybe Yomli's given you a few cucumbers from. I mean, he's a cucumber plant. so
That's I
That's
really-
just sick.
actually, it was disgusting.
perfectly acceptable.
What kind of plant are you?
viney
Vine,
Just a vine.
vine kind.
Are you going to bear grapes one day?
Not for you.
How improper!
We could really do with some grapes right now. Anyone know where I can find some?
No, he's
I start fiddling up and that was brunch.
So it's not like Yomli is just an exact duplicate of a cucumber plant. He's a plant that produces cucumbers. For you, you are like creeping ivy, but kind of thicker with sparser leaves, essentially.
Yeah. Right. If you try to pick anything off me, I will start picking things off you.
I don't think Steph knows what grapes are anyway.
No, you know what grapes are probably. You'll have a giant.
These
You
are
have
like
grapes
a
that are like this
fir
big
forest.
from some mutant forest.
Does it like explode?
That's bananas.
Bananas.
Bananas are the grenades of this world.
That's my favourite.
Is
Is that canon?
Yes, it is within the game. A ripe banana does explode
We have
into poison gas.
Into poison gas.
Yeah.
When did this happen? I don't
No,
know.
in the video game. In the video game.
Oh, in the video game.
This
Case
did
of Cuts.
happen.
This
in-
is inspired by.
before.
But I did mention it once before.
Didn't this happen in? Oh no, it was one of our preliminary games, wasn't it?
When we were testing things out, yeah, it did come up.
Testing the waters.
Anyway, talk as a group amongst yourselves.
Well, I'm
Right.
just off to quickly check upon Human Man.
Okay.
Alright, fellas, I can fix us some breakfast if you like.
Oh, that'd be lovely. I'm just going to sit and
Start
wait
chopping
for,
up a cucumber.
for Moody to start stirring. So we'll see how long he takes. Can you not make eye contact when you slice that cucumber, please? It makes me feel very uneasy.
A little apron.
I will say, I mean, I don't want to be too nitpicky. Just to kind of get within the mindset of it. I mean, you've got for a For tools, you have a stone knife. I mean, it is a stone that a hard stone.
I'm
consider
not,
something you
okay,
chipped.
right,
So you would just eat a cucumber.
No, I'm sharing it out.
Oh, sure. The best thing about cucumbers, you can just tear them in half.
I imagine Steph's
Sorry,
carrying
I know.
most of the food because
Just
he's
tear
the
a
food.
cucumber?
You are
and
the food guy.
carrying
You're the
and
food guy.
He's the Greg Wallace of
So
our
I'm
group.
fixing
No.
breakfast, but you're like, bit of cucumber for you and a little bit for you, dog. And
He's become so cute since he died.
It's not my intention, to be fair. Like,
But
I'm quite disgusted at myself for it, really.
No, I love it.
But like
It's great.
everyone else seems to be enjoying it. Cute
No,
Steph, it
I
is.
just want to be-
How are you?
I'm not trying to be pedantic. It's just trying to capture the
No,
idea
no,
of where
it's,
metallurgy is in the setting.
Is Flint in the setting?
Yeah.
Who's Flint? Sorry.
Hey, it's me, Flint.
Hey,
The secret other party member.
Flint is
Yeah, Flint.
Flint is as good at cutting as almost every knife we managed to produce up till the last 100 years. It's just we stopped using it because it wasn't shiny. This is what my 10 weeks of archaeology taught me.
Okay.
Right.
Sorry, I was not listening.
When did you
I
start
don't.
archaeology?
I don't know if you can make flint. I don't think it's easy to make flint thin enough to be able to neatly cut things. Can it? Can it? If you can.
Certainly not neatly cut.
No, I believe
Let
it's
us
you
know
chip
in the
off-
comments.
You chip off clefts so that you can form a.
But
You
it's
can,
bloody
you,
sharp.
you can nap it into a really sharp edge.
And I know this because when I was a kid, I did used to bash together flints to try and make them really sharp. And I used to cut my hand like really, really bad.
Yeah, no, I know you can cut yourself with flint.
It usually seems fucking terrifying.
You don't have a flint dagger that is so well worked that it is comparable to a kitchen knife. I'm just going to clarify that.
But now we do have a character motivation.
Yes, now you have an objective. This could be
We
the
love
next. This
a
could be the
better
next quest
dagger
arc,
than
guys.
Is Steph just on a mission to become a genuine chef? And
Oh, that'd be
he's going to
great.
open a restaurant it's called Stev's Good Eating.
Did
I've
you
got-
go to university for 10 weeks?
Yeah.
I just want to say, everyone, there are cooking mechanics in Caves of Cod, so this is very on point.
I'm very excited.
Fuck this esper. Let's do it.
You can be a carbide chef. Yeah. Anyway.
All right.
Yeah, can I go see Human?
Absolutely. Okay. So going over to Human's smithy, you do hear the strange sounds of someone without a tongue snoring, and as you come around, he is lying on his stone bench resting, and your plate has been laid to rest, fully repaired upon a animal skin, as has your sword been sharpened,
he's good,
and
isn't
have
he?
some of the dents taken out of your shield.
He's a good lad.
He's a good
But
lad.
he seems completely asleep.
Is
So you just
is
think
it
maybe
customary,
works.
like when you have things done, like to leave him a gift or something like that, or does he just do it?
So you can do the water ritual of sharing each other's water as a kind of a sign of kind of a ritual of respect, as it were. Leaving a gift is it's like leaving a gift now. It's not customary. He is here to work on metal work for the consortium.
Yeah.
So this is part of his job.
Yeah.
So you're not obligated to give him anything, but,
But
you
it's
certainly can.
sort of like tipping your waiter.
Yeah.
Cool. Is there like a little bowl or something that he uses as a vessel? I was just thinking I'll leave him a bit of water. Just as a,
Sure. Yeah, you can do that.
I'll leave him a bowl's worth of water. What's that, like a day?
That's quite a lot. Sure. That's very generous.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to get in good with Human.
Okay.
But then also because I'm taking the armor while he's asleep. So I'll leave him that and then clang my armor away and my sword and my shield.
Here he comes.
Yes, so
back.
a rather quiet Tumbleheart returns, accompanied by a rattling. He has put again on these this very peculiar plate, which is essentially kind of curved, kind of lengthy hexagons of plate armor that are then joined by rings that form effectively these kind of metal flexible socks he wears on his kind of outer limbs.
I love that.
Yeah.
Kind of almost like a bird cage kind of shape, I guess it makes, given that you've got a metallic outer vines that kind of are going up.
Yeah.
I think like that.
I'm back.
I'm just going to get some water.
Better than ever.
Talk amongst yourselves in the group. Sorry.
Oh my goodness, we're going to have to actually roleplay with one another. Quick, someone say something funny or do a goof.
Oh no! Babe, this can only be serious.
I'm waiting for Moody to wake up. What are you guys doing? Oh, thank God!
Thank God he's back.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
That was one of the most stressful experiences of
I've
my
got
life.
this part, so I don't want to lose my voice.
I made a fart noise. I'm sorry.
I'm just
ruined. The
It was
show's
like-
ruined.
It's like Olivia Colman giving her acceptance speech.
I don't know what that means.
Which one?
But I'm
Which
sure
one?
that's.
The one of the Oscars.
Anyway, what are you doing as a group?
What last?
I'm still waiting for Moody to wake up.
Was it really bad?
No, it was really funny.
He's
Tell us to wrap up.
tucked up. No signs of waking particularly.
Oh.
He's stoned, isn't he? So he's probably.
Hey,
What?
wake up.
Don't. Maybe we should let him sleep. I think you've got a bit.
We're busy. We got stuff to do.
All right, then let's just go see the esper.
No,
Well,
it's a
wait.
little
We'll
bunny.
go see the esper.
Yeah, let's go see the esper and kick his ass. I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission for many things. But the first thing is to kick this esper's little tootsie.
Oh,
It's
God.
actually a
bully.
child. It is a child.
That's why it's a little tootsie.
That was going so well, and then it.
I know,
it
stopped.
went so sideways.
I know.
Man, hey guys, what is up with the raised voices?
Oh, sorry.
sorry,
It's
man.
very hard to do this voice quietly.
I'm sorry,
cool,
man. You go back to sleep.
He's
Go
got
back to sleep.
red bags under his eyes.
Oh yeah, you need to go back to sleep. I don't know how
Hey
much.
guys, how's it all going?
Yeah, good, man.
Just gonna get a drink of water.
Okay.
We might have a nice nutritious cucumber. Right, sort of offer him a cucumber. Or a chunk of cucumber.
Oh man.
Oh wow, you recovered so well.
Yumley's cucumbers are famously fast remedies.
Oh man, is this from Yumley?
Oh, please don't call him. Oh, in that accent, it sounds like Yumley.
Yum yum yum.
Yumley.
Yumley.
Yum
Right,
yum
yeah,
yum.
very generous.
Yeah. In a lot of these. kind of reluctantly eats half of it.
Someone
Feels
else.
like.
Man, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Does it like hurt him when he like plucks these off?
Not particularly, right?
You don't think so? I mean, you've never had anything to pluck from yourself. So
Well, I've chopped off limbs.
yeah, your perception of pain is very different too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's more like God, what an inconvenience rather than like agony.
I think he probably weirdly
yes.
gets off on the notion that he can feed people from his body. You don't look.
And
I don't
gotta
care
admit,
for Yomli.
that makes it worse.
Yeah, it doesn't just. Doesn't it just?
Anyway, so what are y'all doing?
We're gonna fight an esper and kick his little tootsie.
Wow.
I also got it wrong because it should be tush, not toots, because toots are feet.
Yeah. Well, actually,
we were- I was
just going to kick him right in the toes.
Well, yeah, it'll hurt him.
Yeah.
We're gonna fight an esper.
Okay. I hear that's tough.
It's.
Do you wanna join us?
One of us died. One of us very nearly died last
We
time.
knew what you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh,
Why didn't you eat your fucking cucumber?
I am a plant. I photosynthesize, and I am not eating
I can,
anything.
no, you're listen up.
anything.
I can like I squish it down a little
Is
bit,
it?
and then I put it into your soil.
Is it
You've
one
got
of
soil, right? You
I
still
will
got your
not be violated by Yomley's cucumbers.
Lovely, delicious nutrients.
That might be a Chuck Tingle book. Violated by Yumley's cucumbers.
I mailed that to a friend of mine's office for her birthday.
What I
It was a Chuck Tingle book.
Okay, great. Shouldn't have let things derail. That's my fault.
I'm having nothing that sprouts from and I use the word sprouts very literally. I will have nothing.
What's wrong with this lovely, supple, turgid cucumber?
Gross.
I am
I'm sorry for
shocked and
inviting this.
appalled, both that you're eating that and that you know the word turgid.
What are you doing at the minute, Moody?
Man, I mean,
Instead, just swallow
it's
the
a pretty easy
whole
gig.
Cucumber.
I don't do much. I mean, I just sit here and look at the stars and look at the clouds and, just live life, man.
Are you much of
Just
a
peace, man.
Are you much of, so you're not much of a fighter?
No.
Nah,
We're
I'm
the
a lover.
Phytons. He's a Baratheonite.
I'm more of a lover.
That's the lesser known other genus of Phyton.
So
You probably noticed this point that Yomley doesn't have genitals. He is
Yomley?
Sorry, not
Oh,
Yomley. Sorry,
Moody.
Moody. He is asexual. As far as I
okay.
can tell.
I have a question. I can't remember because we got a little bit stoned last night.
You could say, yeah. I mean, is it you, Sam, who can't remember? Because you're free to at any point.
Yes,
ask me
but
as-
yeah,
ask me
Lucky.
you.
I asked him
Yeah.
about Lucky, right?
You did. So you asked him about Lucky, or he noticed your quills.
Mm-hmm.
You asked about Lucky. He couldn't remember who Lucky was. That might be because he was, kind of relaxed.
Yeah.
He kept saying if he knows about the something.
And you, he in return noticing your quills asked if you knew the signs. You didn't know what that was, and Lucky hadn't taught you them. If indeed he could teach them.
Can I ask you a couple of questions?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Can you tell me more about these signs?
Listen, man. I mean, I can. It's not really something I'm at the liberty to talk about.
What about my eye?
Yeah, I noticed that. That's I wouldn't show that to too many people.
Yeah, that's a good
That's
thing.
pretty. Yeah.
Then why have I got it?
Don't know, man. I
Do you-
mean,
Go on. Sorry.
no, you go.
Okay, we're both very polite. Okay, same as the hand?
What do you mean, same with the back? Sorry,
Same with my hand? I wouldn't show it to many people?
Yeah, I mean, I hear about, all kinds of people coming to Cud to seek all kinds of things, and it sounds pretty scary out there, to be honest. So,
So you're sure you don't remember Lucky? Oh, come on, baby.
Yeah, maybe, I think so. I mean, it's somewhere in there. I mean, yeah.
Can we do anything?
Where is he from?
Where is he from?
Well, I mean, I mean, it was in
You
Joppa.
live in Joppa, yeah. He was residing in Joppa when I was with him.
Joppa. Yeah, and Enard, and the Council of Wizards. He was apprenticed to the daughter of Archive. That's crazy, man. That's pretty cool.
Do I know?
The
Daughter of Argive.
May I take a history check on that?
Yeah, sure.
Can I do it too?
Sure.
Do I know it?
Doesn't ring any bells currently. You try to make a shit.
24.
Argive does not ring any bells for you. Council of Wizards, you may recall, as I told you kind of in earlier sessions about, there's a supposed kind of Council of Wizards that helped Enod usurp her father.
But the daughter of Argive.
Apparently one of the council and Lucky, her apprentice or something. You don't know if she's dead or alive. You haven't heard this person.
18.
Wizards are kind of fairly reclusive typically, so the lore is fairly insular typically.
Right.
Actually, 24. Yes, okay. I will say on a 24, perhaps you'd have read a snippet somewhere that mentions Argive was a wizard who worked in Joppa kind of quite a few decades back. Anyway, sorry.
I got 18.
Can I see?
So no.
Lucky was the apprentice.
Lucky, so far as Moody is recording, Lucky was the apprentice to the daughter of Argive.
So Lucky was hella old.
Yeah.
But
Lucky wasn't, I mean, that old. I mean, he was only like...
Because
like
I've
30s,
learned
40s.
this about fletchlings, is that they go from quite young to quite old at alarmingly fast speeds.
Yeah, and I mean, you know that how long someone can live can vary, not just between kind of species, but also...
My father.
Father's very old. Sorry, I completely jumbled what I was trying to say there. People like your father, can live very long. Some people just have those kind of mutations that extend their life. But also, I mean, for the era you're in, it is possible to live to like 90, right? I mean, Confucius lived to like 90 on like rice and not much else.
So Lucky was only like in his 30s.
Late 30s, early
I was
40s.
really
but I mean,
picturing some old guy.
well, I mean, he would have looked like a fairly weathered old guy. Being in
the
a
context.
hunter-gatherer, culture with no healthcare, can take a toll.
I have one last question for you, Moody.
Yeah, man.
Thank you so much for being so compliant, by the way. I really appreciate it.
That's cool.
You're really
Is that
cool.
the question?
No, that was a precursor to the question.
Oh, that's cool.
Just wanted to show my appreciation.
Sure.
Angwix. Do you know that name?
No, I don't know that name.
Can I
roll insight?
Ham that one up enough? Yeah, sure, you can roll insight.
23.
He's lying.
16.
Yeah, you're both fairly confident that he's lying. I probably should have rolled deception for him though. Well, don't worry, because he got less than what you got.
Are you sure the name Anglix doesn't ring a bell?
Yeah, I don't have anything to say on that matter.
Don't have anything to say or won't say. You'll pardon my semantics.
I mean, I think maybe it's a bit early to. Sorry.
Dicks. He's spelling out the word semantics.
Oh right.
Dicks.
No, I just no, I haven't got anything to say.
But look, he's talking to me, and not currently, not right at the moment, but I've been speaking. He's spoken to me, and I really want to find out who it is, and I kind of don't want to give up my firstborn to find out what his name is.
He's got no idea what that means.
I know. I know.
I don't know what that means, but that sounds bad. Hold on 1 second. And you see he kind of reaches back into his things and pulls out just a kind of a flat silver disc, which you see he kind of applies some wires from the kind of the utility belt, I guess you might say, that he can use on his person. And passes a hand over it. You do see kind of circling the rim glyphs to appear. Unknowable to you, but you do recognise the same hieroglyphica language of the Eaters appear on it. Okay. Well, that's okay. Right. And he kind of just makes a few gestures, and you do see he makes some gestures towards your person. Okay. No, I don't have anything to say.
Should I worry?
No, just keep to yourself. You'll be okay.
You see, you're making this sound like we're not going to be okay. Do you know anything about the Black Suns?
Black Suns.
Black Sun?
Black Sun.
Yes, but then I was told there were multiple of them.
There are multiple seekers that sight this way.
Oh, I thought I asked about the Black Sun.
And then you went, which one?
Yeah. I distinctly remember you going, which one?
Yeah, because there's Black S-U-N and Black S-O-N.
Oh, he was played you at your own game of
Oh,
semantics.
he really did.
I shouldn't have told you
Hoisted
that.
by my own petard.
Oh god, I actually shouldn't have told you that. That's technically, I mean,
No, it's all right.
that was the one kind of like annoying kind of like, you know, misinterpreting the wish thing. I could have done like, let you people
That's
out
right.
the
I will say Black Suns. Or Black Sun.
Yeah, no. I don't know what that is.
No. Seekers of the Sightless Way.
Heard of them.
Heavily associated.
Don't know much about them. Heard they're bad news though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They got a bear. Had a bear.
What kind of bear? Like me?
No.
Okay, that's cool.
Sorry, I forgot briefly you were a bear.
That's cool.
Just open my bag and pour out all of my things.
I mean, you wear a lot of it around your neck. So.
Yeah. Do you know how to use any of these?
I mean, yeah, with time I could learn, yeah.
Oh, we don't have time. We're gonna kill a bloody esper man.
But listen, I can't. I'm not.
I'm gonna walk over and just try and like get the bearskin pillow that was in your bag that I made you.
Slap your hand away.
So I think you made yourself one as well. I mean, there was enough bear skin. For
Yeah, but
you
I
to
didn't
have
just
a roll.
pour it out on the floor in front of the
Sure,
other
sure.
bear.
Yeah, fair enough. Sorry, did you ask something?
Would you want to play a game?
Russell.
Like just a little word game.
I'm good, really. I mean,
I like to wake my brain up in the mornings. I find it's helpful.
I like to cloud watch.
Oh, you'd love to play that.
How about I play it with him and you see how it's done and then.
Oh, right, yeah, go ahead.
That's almost as good as sword play. I'm in.
Okay.
That's funny.
You'll be disappointing everyone now if you
Put that
didn't
on a
play.
shirt.
I mean, I kind of like to get breakfast, and I like
You
to eat
just
it.
had a
Oh, we got
cucumber.
breakfast for you right here.
I like to eat. I mean, I'm a bear. I eat a lot, and I like to eat alone. So I don't know. Maybe just no game. And if you got any questions, you can ask him, and
Yeah, I'm still very curious about Angwix, to be honest.
I just start putting my stuff back in my thing. Like, why doesn't he know how to use it?
Listen, we're going to go toe to toe with an
Bloody
esper
stuff
that
for
has
Christ's sake.
ruined us already. Any sort of information we can get would be good, and he appears to be ruining the forest as we speak. Presumably, that is going to affect you in the long run. This Angwix fellow, whoever he is, disembodied voice.
did you show him everything you've got?
Yes.
Okay. Well, look, do you know how to use this thing? And he points out a lengthy finger to the hemisphere that you've clattered onto the ground.
You mean my ontological paperweight?
Yeah.
I mean, a little bit, like...
Then, I mean, I really can't help you anymore.
Well, can you...
They say when you fight an esper, you either take him by surprise or you take him as a group. But,
Yeah, or you attack his amulet.
I don't know what that means.
You don't attack his amulet.
Don't attack
Don't attack his
I mean,
amulet.
psychic power comes from within, so it's not like...
Apparently not.
What?
This one was stemmed from an amulet.
That doesn't sound
I
right.
mean, I know it doesn't sound right, but it is right. I then touched
sure?
it. I think so.
Okay.
Basically, I touched the amulet, then everything just got weird.
Well, I mean, there's amulets that'll do that to you, but that doesn't mean that it was the root of his psychic power.
Maybe not. But also, I think... Wait, when I touched it, I definitely became psychic for a bit.
I mean, it wasn't so much that. I mean, it wasn't like, I know I'm psychic. It was, you know, I mean, what happened narratively was the earth itself kind of fell away before you, and you kind of felt some great leviathan beneath reality moving. But,
Yeah, do you know anything about it?
Does that mean you're psychic?
Does that-
It's a bit more abstract than that.
Listen, you wouldn't know anything about a great leviathan that exists underneath reality, would you?
Man, I just smoked this stuff. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, well, trust me. If you knew what that is, you'd be smoking a lot more of that stuff.
I mean, okay.
Hi. Me again.
Hey.
I know a little bit about this, this item that I'm holding in my hand.
I mean, it fits in the hand. It's pretty small.
I know.
This-
It's there.
giant thing.
It's there, and I'm just.
Sorry.
No.
Like,
I know a
Bit
little bit
impractical.
about this. This item.
yeah.
I know about the whole thing.
Okay.
The what?
Is there any nothing? Is there anything else that you can tell me about this?
Matt, I mean, like, I don't actually know what it does. I just know that this design is common with things used to influence psychic abilities. So,
Well, great. That's all I know.
okay,
Do we know the dog is psychic yet?
not really. You think something's weird about the dog, but you don't know that it's psychic. I don't think.
Fuck, it's gonna. It's a double-edged sword, man.
We gotta make a collar for the dog and strap that amulet to it.
So
Right,
why did you
dog?
lie about Ambush?
You know anything about his ornithological paper?
I really think I should go.
What?
Well, I can come with you. We can all come with you for as long as it takes.
No, it's okay. I'm just gonna go. Chill out.
Thank you for all your help.
You weren't very helpful.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You weren't very helpful. Who's Angrix?
In that case, just awkwardly kind of head sunk and kind of getting up to leave at this point.
Oh, we can't start a fight with this guy, can we?
I want to put. I don't know if you want to put a
Let's
hand
not
on.
start a fight in
This part of the
Great
body.
Edge.
Look
Okay.
just above the elbow.
Just above the elbow.
These
Are you grabbing or are you just putting a hand on?
Just like, not, but like,
Okay.
Cupping.
You put the hand there and the sound effect is rather than
Where?
Moody goes, yeah. No.
So the whole exchange goes a bit like this.
Where? No. He goes, look, I really don't have anything to say. So,
You've said that exact sentence so many times.
yeah.
I don't like it when
I just
people
don't
lie to me.
And I just don't understand why you wouldn't tell us.
I'm nothing to tell.
That's bullshit.
I don't want to make an enemy because I really like you.
Whoa,
That
that was
nice.
threatening.
I don't want to hurt you.
Well, yeah, I just don't want to. Look. I'm sorry that we keep pressing you, but it's really important that we find out as much as we can.
Okay. Okay. I don't have anything to say. Really.
All right.
Do I get the sense that he won't tell us or can't tell us?
Give me an insight check.
Yeah, it seems like.
14.
You perhaps might get the
Wait,
sense.
no, my insight's better than that.
Yeah, I think your insight is better than that.
16.
I think you might get the sense that he's under some obligation to not talk about this.
Okay. Okay.
Listen, I'm really feeling like we should just trade in your firstborn. It seems like the easier option here. Listen, you're lucky. You all of, oh, sorry. You are fortunate.
Thank you.
You're fortunate because all of your children will be sentient. Now think about us. When we seed things in the ground, like the vast majority of them just stay as trees or plants.
How has this turned into a
So
biology lesson?
So I'm just saying, you've got sentient offspring to spare.
That's brilliant.
Thank you.
You could definitely have inspiration with that.
Thank you, Moody. I'm sorry that we pressed you so much.
That's okay. What's your passive perception?
Me?
Yeah.
While that little conversation is going on, can I have wandered up to Moody
Oh, better.
Yeah.
and, you know, Mr. Moody, could I have a quick word?
It's 13.
Okay. So sorry. Right, just before you do that,
Right.
a couple of seconds, while you've got to talk to Moody, Moody will put a hand on your shoulder, and just by basically the nature of his kind of physique, his head is kind of leant forward, but it does come a bit close to your ear, and it's just the quickest whisper of, give this to the granddaughter of Argive. And you kind of look back and perhaps kind of a lengthy quill has been dropped into your palm.
Okay. Right.
Hurls it into the
Hey guys! Okay.
Maybe before we shoot off, we should go see my friend
And then, sorry,
with the
you were going to...
I was going to try and get quiet.
As Steph kind of waddles in front, this kind of obfuscates what happened here, given that you've got a good sleight of hand roll, so no one else saw this.
The granddaughter of Argive.
The granddaughter of Argive.
Okay.
Can I do this without the rest of the group hearing?
You can try, you can say...
Or
yeah.
like not that secretly, but just
You can speak
not
quietly,
out,
yeah, yeah.
you know,
Sure.
You know.
Well, you heard him, everyone. Leave. No, sorry.
Are we going to
Just
go
sort of
see?
turn my back and I just give, where's dog?
Kind of look over and Dog's just kind of staring right at you a few meters away.
Great. Let's move. Have you had a chance to talk to my dog?
Have I had a chance?
Yeah, did she say anything to you, Gio?
Man, look, it's not like all white-skinned animals can talk to each other or anything. White-furred, I should say.
You don't understand. I'm not prejudiced.
What do you mean, sorry, has he talked to this dog?
Well, any sort of communication, like any sort of understanding.
No, I mean, she seems like a good girl, but I haven't,
We think she talks to me sometimes.
Well, that's cool, man.
No, but I don't know what she wants.
I mean, maybe she doesn't want... You know, sometimes, man, like the stars and the clouds in the sky, they talk to me. They don't want anything, they just, you know, it's all just part of being together.
Right. Yeah, thanks very much. Walk away.
Alright.
It's the best answer I could have.
Fucking bad.
You have inspiration.
Um,
No, I had nothing. I can repeat the same joke I just made, but it feels...
do we have any idea?
I think
Do we have...
Moody shuffles away at this point, I think.
Thank you, Moody.
See ya.
Bye.
He didn't say bye to you.
He said see ya. I mean, that's... Yeah.
Do we kind of have an idea as to where the Esper's heading again?
No, you got no clue.
Can't we use your map?
I thought that we could. Well, I had to plug it into something before.
You do have the thing that tells you. You do have the stat block for it, right?
Yeah.
For the astral oscilloscope.
You've got
Yes.
the...
Okay.
Will we ever give a direction as to where the Esper's heading? Esper, not Esper.
We don't know that they are heading anywhere particularly.
Where they were, roughly.
Well, yeah, they were on top of a Eater Ruin, and then you fought them, and then they blew you to Kingdom Come.
Right, okay, yes. But when we had some perception of where they had gone after that, right?
I don't believe so. No.
Don't think so.
Why did we even go to the place we went to last time?
Because what place?
Following the Sam's dream.
We
yeah.
were getting my third eye blinded.
Yeah.
Because
Well, Third Eye blinded, and also Anguix had told Tetsu in a dream that they met the Tetsu asked after what he now knows is the ontological paperweight.
Yeah.
And Anguix has said there's a machine that you might be able to bargain for knowledge. So, and assumedly it will help you.
Could I,
Just crossed.
could I roll history to see if I would know maybe why the Brathamites wouldn't tell us things?
Anguix.
Yeah.
Sure, give me a history check.
That's a 10.
You have no idea. You've
Okay.
never heard of Anguix in any historical context, or any context aside from Tetsu talking about it.
Can I use my? Well, guys, what should we do?
I think first of all we should get you some more kelp while we're here.
I agree. So should we go see?
I mean, I will say you can just being here, you will have been able to procure some kind of binding you can use
that's a
to
shame.
cover yourself up.
Yeah, but I really want to meet the kelp fight.
Oh right, you want to tear off their limbs.
I would say
So far as you're aware, no
we'll
kelp
go
fighters.
see my childhood friend Drombaloo, the kelp fighter.
What if we go see your folks?
No,
It's not like every fighter is here at Grovehenge, so...
No,
but
What do you call him? Grombaloo? Bombaloo?
Drombaloo.
Drombaloo. Tragically, Drombaloo is not here right now.
Oh, that's a shame. It's okay. I've just been
classic Drombaloo.
Is the is
Never
the,
here when you need kelp.
Always late to the party.
Is the famous fighting psychologist here, Sigmund Freud?
No, it's terrible. Oh my god.
Thanks. Yeah.
So I just got it, yeah. No, good.
Right, shall we go find ourselves an esper?
Right, but how are we going to find an esper?
You're mad.
With my astral oscilloscope.
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 Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, when you got the information beamed into your head, it was also you learned beatboxing as well, like junk files in there. Couple of beardy man, like tracks or something.
Excellent.
Right, can you even use your angle or
Yeah, I can, right?
or
You tell me, look at the stat.
or
Well, it says
oscilloscope?
4th level spell slot, so no.
Might be a bit of a problem there.
Shit. No. No.
Abuse.
Right, you're gonna think I'm stupid saying this, but maybe give Dog a go on it.
So,
Does it have 4th level spell slots?
Nope.
Maybe.
I do want to be clear that psychic spell slots and tech spell slots.
You
not
think
exchangeable.
Step knows that?
No.
You think he knows that?
No.
He thinks
I,
Dog's pretty smart.
I won't.
Right.
But I.
Don't you ask for my help ever again.
All right. You know what? Fine. And I put it up to the dog's nose.
Sounds away. Disinterested.
Any expression on his face?
No,
Maybe
just got a neutral
Oh,
dog
that
expression.
guy's coming back upstairs.
Right,
Oh,
sorry
no.
about that.
He's just
Maybe
upstairs.
Moody.
Maybe Moody might be able to power it up.
Sam, how much do you want me to like hold your hand here as a DM? By the way, I want to ask. You say not at all. That's absolutely fine.
But
So
also,
much.
just know that people may judge you.
What if I have my hand held or not?
No, I'm only kidding. I'm sure they won't.
In what respect?
Well, I mean, not literally.
Like if there is something that I have
Right, I'm aware,
in front of me
that you have a lot of text to look at for your character sheet.
Yes.
There are ways that you can use some of the features and rules and spells and so on that will help.
Nice.
Do you want me to point them out to you?
Yes, please, because I won't know unless I
Okay,
get
look under your lightning cell feature.
Sorry about this game.
That's all right. No, yeah. I mean, I don't want to be like I don't want to push around how you approach things, but at the same time, I'm conscious that you have a lot of text for your
I
character.
mean,
Yes,
I've also
yeah.
given the newest D&D player like the most stuff as well.
Yeah.
When you are dealt lightning damage, you may use your reaction to half the damage taken and gain a spell slot. The spell slot disappears after your short or long rest. You must finish a long rest before. That's
It's
lightning
a
cell. Power source.
Does that mean you can just use it as a source of power?
So can I just use that as a source of power?
Well, look at what spell slots you get.
Oh, okay. If you take damage, you get a 4th level spell slot.
So you have if you take it will say how high the damage needs to get. But if you are taking that much damage before you halve it with that reaction ability, you will get a 4th level spell slot.
Someone's got to get beat up.
Tumbleheart, I want you to hit me really. I want you to punch me really
No
hard.
hesitation.
so far as
as
it's
hard as
hard.
I physically can.
It's lightning damage to be specific.
Okay.
That's not what he said.
So I want you to punch me really hard.
Yeah,
in the
no,
chest.
I'm like you're like halfway through the sentence. Oh, nearly crit as well.
19?
Yeah, that's
It hits.
25.
Okay, you just body blow him with a bunch of vines.
No.
Can it be that you just stood completely still and just extended out little
My
tentacles?
coil.
Like,
So what this is narrative-wise, that feature is essentially if someone shoots if someone does the unlimited power towards you,
Yeah.
you can pull out your cell and the lightning will
Charge
go
it up.
into it and charge it up.
That's
Hey.
That's
Is
four.
there-
That's,
That's Rachel character sheet.
Yeah, but I don't understand all of it.
Okay, sorry.
that's 4 damage, by the
Is
way.
there a place in the world that's
Sorry?
like
That's
hella
4 damage.
stormy?
That's 4 damage. Great.
I mean,
thank
kind of
you.
in the Black Shelf Mountains, but that's very far north.
Said it, you sounds like.
But there are other ways of
So
being subjected to lightning.
So could I?
You can't cast spells on yourself.
We
to do
just
it.
need to go see my friend Dromberly, the lightning
The
plant.
lightning plant. Okay. Well,
there is such a plant as aloe volta, which is
no
My-
way. You've got to be shitting.
but you don't know. I mean, you will know anyway. Just
My
It may
dear
not
friend Lola, the aloe volta.
may not be able to put out enough voltage for you to get all the way to a full.
Are there any
spell.
animals?
dear
that
friend.
are
Hey.
spooky?
Give me
Hey,
a
Steph.
nature check.
God, no!
Are you
Why
here?
can't someone else do it?
Well, you can mention it to the party and then they can. think
Hey,
about it.
are there any? Oh, my voice.
The voice, Shannon. Do the voice.
Are there any animals that are shocking?
I'm sure there
You
are.
can give me a
right?
nature check,
Can I give a nature check as
and
well?
also you can do it on advantage
I-
given the.
Somehow
I'm pretty
my nature is
he
better than
gets
you.
it right.
I will also do nature.
Oh, apparently not.
Nope.
Is it on advantage? You said?
His is on
Oh,
advantage.
I just got an 11.
18.
18.
On advantage.
8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, you will know of the spark tick, the rather large insect that is capable of emitting electricity. And if you need it in higher substances, although you've never physically fought one of these before, you have heard tell of their brood mothers, which will be able to put out
Oh, this is
substantive voltage. So
I'm so ready for this.
Oh, this is.
Do they live around where we are right now?
They are native to Cud.
I think one
No,
of the
but like,
words.
is it regional? You know.
No, Cud is pretty universal in terms of what flora and fauna appear there.
I think what's
I mean,
one.
you get certain things towards certain areas in terms of like
Alright.
frequency, but
My Inez, who was watching, was I shit you not, stuck on the brood mother in Dragon Age for a year.
A year.
So this
I mean,
is
the brood
gonna-
mother's hard
I
and
did actually get
disgusting.
stuck in the brood
Really
mother
hard.
quite a long time.
Yeah,
I don't know
I
what
got
any of this
stuck in the
means,
brood
but
mother.
sounds
Eventually,
Not
I
like
realised
dragons?
there's a place that you can glitch it and it won't attack.
That's not fair.
That is
Great.
not how it's done.
that's why people
Let's
come
go
here
glitch
for the
the-
cheese of Dragon Age.
Let's go.
I
let's
really want to
go
play that
hunt
game
a
again.
brood mother. Do you
I love
need?
Dragon
So
Age.
you. Did it help?
You punching me in the?
Yes.
No, not at all.
Why did you ask me to?
What is your
But,
strength?
you
like, by the
didn't-
way?
I've given him the damage.
Okay.
Plus the 4. So 4 damage.
Okay.
I didn't. You didn't let me finish.
Can I punch Tetsu?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's D&D.
Can
you do what
I?
you like.
Can I?
Punch
You don't know
yourself.
I'm about to punch you. I don't know.
Wait, what did Steph do his nature check on if we're still working out whether or not punching him out?
It's an 18 plus things.
I mean, yeah. I guess. I mean, you can see
Yeah.
it coming, but you
What's
still
the
get
one-armed
hit.
attack?
Yeah,
like
fine.
D4?
No, it's just 1 plus your strength.
1 plus my strength. You get
Blue
a
person,
pain.
explain what's going on so that we don't just continually punch
Can you stop punching me? How much do you hurt me? Okay. I grab.
Wait, we out punching him!
I
Runs
hit
in,
a blast
like, ready
arrow
to
and just
go.
point it towards your face. Why are you hitting me?
You did it first.
I asked him to.
I was helping you.
I tackled Tetsu.
What the fuck?
Gigantic blast arrow!
Yeah.
I'm still
Which
convinced
has
you
got-
saved my life!
Which you okay?
If
Sure.
you tackle him, it's gonna
You're aware
fall.
that tackling someone with a pulled taut bow might cause it to loose.
What's your age?
Don't.
Well, it will also hit everyone because it's an AOE.
Wait, what are you doing? I don't
Okay.
tackle
I'll put
him.
it down.
Okay,
Okay. Right. How much did you deal? 39.
3.
No, so I'm on 39. I mean, sorry.
39.
Well, I'm in big trouble now
How many
because
hit points do you have?
46.
Why do you have more hit points than me?
Because I'm a.
It's very healthy.
Oh, yes.
He's a healthy boy.
He is a
But now I might be a bit screwed for what's about to happen. But
I mean, I will say that you can take a long rest. I mean, you know.
yeah. No,
But you will have to burn hit die.
I need So I need to find some lightning if we're gonna find this esper.
Okay.
You need to find some fucking chill.
Well, then we need to go find one of whatever.
You heard me.
No, wait, yes.
Right, let's go hunt
I
some
heard you.
spark techs. Is that what they're called?
Remember my
Spark
shoulder.
ticks, yes.
We need
How big is a
Chris-
small one and how big is a big one?
A regular spark tick will be kind of
A tick.
larger and maybe thicker than a dog.
Okay, not a tick then. Not the little things that go on your arm.
No. This thing this kind of thing eats the whole arm.
But is it descended from a tick?
Yeah, but this is,
That's
as I say, a kind
fucking
of
repugnant.
mutagenic world, so it's a giant.
That is so disgusting. This is the worst thing in the game so far.
Fuck you, Freehold.
We don't mean that.
This is from the game. so-
Have you seen it? You know what a tick looks like, right?
Yes,
You ever had to pull a tick off your arm?
No.
Because it is the vilest
You got
shit.
Lyme disease?
No, not that many of them have Lyme disease.
You know America made Lyme disease?
No, that's not allowed. Cryptids are allowed because they're sort of on theme.
What about,
Like
what about the
insane
Plum Island?
conspiracy
What about the Plum
theories.
Island facility? The Montauk monster.
What do you think happened on 9/11?
Okay,
Just out of interest.
No. We are not getting into this right now.
No.
It's a giant tick.
Okay.
Research Building 7. Sorry, no.
But should we be finding one of the big ones? The brood mothers.
I think we should be finding a brood mother.
Brood mother. Let's go.
I mean, brood mother. Where there's spark ticks, they'll have a brood mother. It's like
If you
like
build it,
how
they will
queen and an ant queen that will produce all.
My suggestion is that we go get a little one, and if that ain't enough,
I don't think
we can try a bigger one. And
is
then
a little one the
eventually
size of a dog.
Right, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
How big's a big one?
How big's a big one?
A lot bigger. How big is a big one?
You haven't seen a big one. You've seen a spark tick. You haven't seen a brood mother.
Right.
But you have,
Almost
okay,
as-
think of
almost
it this
as
way.
big as that-
It has to be
that
big
hill
enough.
we
It has
climbed
to
the
be
other day.
big enough to put out things that will fairly quickly grow into the things the size of a large dog.
I've seen them 400 feet tall.
I've seen things you wouldn't believe.
It was a
Start
long way
shooting
off, and it
someone.
was in the distance, and it might have been a tree.
Unless you know.
And I don't know what a foot is, but
You
It's one of these.
Terrible.
Right.
you know, measure.
Look, unless there's like a mountain range that is particularly well known for lightning.
I mean, so there will be lightning strikes, to the mountains northwards and eastwards, but that's very far away.
Okay. Well, out of interest, what's safer? Going to find a brood mother potentially,
Or being
fighting
struck.
it, or trying to get struck by lightning.
I think the brood mother.
As to be clear, trying to get struck by lightning, unless you have like freak lightning hitting the jungle, is going to take you probably months round trip.
Wait. What if we just went? Oh, well.
Or like at least a month.
What if I?
What if there
what
was
if I?
a giant lightning conductor that was maybe drawn on the thing behind us?
It's not. It's a space elevator.
Actually,
Made of non-conductive materials.
What if I found myself a brass rod and climbed a tree and extended my coil as high as it would
You need
go?
to give me an Arcana check if you know this much about science.
What?
You need to give me an Arcana check to know this much about science.
surely plants have some innate
17
understanding of getting struck
17.
by lightning.
17.
Do you have an understanding of getting struck by lightning? Because humans
No,
get
but
struck by
trees
lightning.
get struck by lightning
So
all
do
the
humans.
time.
Like, that doesn't.
He plugs into the plant
Why do
thing.
people think
you
that like
no, but
that
surely,
gives
surely,
you some genetic memory of it? Like that's not how
but
genes
humans
work.
do-
What about my actual memory on the 17?
You've got no clue that a brass rod will. You don't know what conducting electricity is.
Oh.
You have no formal knowledge in magic.
Also,
how long do I
with
think it will
you
take to find a Sparky boy?
being a
I mean, you don't know. I mean, it could take a day, or less than a
covered
day.
in metal.
I reckon I could find us one of those spark things and I could take
Yes.
it.
No. I don't even know why I said
Well,
that.
You're a good hunter.
That's probably our
Yeah,
only.
literally, it's the only thing he can do.
That-
We have
that's
come
why I've
across
asked
a
you.
plot element that somehow manages to utilise Stev's only skill. Yeah? So let's fucking use it. None of the shitty lightning rod stuff.
Well, right, yeah, let's do it. And like, unless we can follow the way that where the forest is dying.
I mean, it was pretty dispersed. It was kind of like a discolored.
Well, then
patch.
let's go zap me with bloody.
Let's go. Let's go find a brood mother.
Let's go find a brood mother. Brood mother episode.
Do you want to give me?
And so they went.
Assuming you leave
No.
Grovehenge, getting out of the maze is a lot easier than getting in because you've got to just basically go off the path.
Do I do it while avoiding Yomley?
You absolutely can. Give me a stealth check.
9.
This is problem. You weren't supposed to announce when you're leaving.
Yomli, we are leaving. I'm announcing it to you now. We're going. We're going, Yomli. It's over. We're gone. Goodbye, Yomli.
Well, I have to
go feed someone a cucumber.
I have to
from
announce
your
that
weird
you're
body.
leaving. Well, okay.
Go on then.
This is
Announce our leaving.
well, maybe I shouldn't do it now. Maybe you need a chastising.
Yomli, chastise this.
It's just vines.
It's just too much. What's like a sort of fight and viney like?
Well, I think it's you film the bird, but then like your front is open, so like a pair of sunglasses falls into your thing. Essentially, a pair of sunglasses falling into your mouth. I will say you leave, and perhaps you do hear the kind of barks of Yomli announcing your departure as you go. But quickly, any kind of sounds or sign of Grovehenge are gone once you get out and kind of move back into the tangle of the jungle. And it's quite interesting when you go maybe only a few meters and look back, and you wouldn't know that it's there at all.
Wow.
Well, not really how to get back over there. And there's a certain kind of mysticism to the maze of you have to kind of follow the route to get in.
With the jungle dying, would that mean like the moss would die as well?
Possibly.
Oh my god, we're going to lose hundreds of years worth of... We need to stop this esper right now. What have I been doing?
Well, that's why I gotta
established.
find the broody mother or whatever. What's the name?
Let's go find Broodmother.
Broodmother.
The brooding
Moody
mother.
brother.
Moody's brother is called Melancholy. And his older sister is a bit glum.
Okay, assuming Steph begins to lead the party in searching, do you want to give me a survival check?
Surely advantage. Let's go literally every single. What's it called?
Do you have?
Isn't it on?
If you look at your features, it might give you advantage.
Isn't it on difficult
Very
terrain?
good.
No,
I'm a big fan of your work. Sorry, go on.
I think you tell me.
No.
With your character, it will say if you get advantage on like tracking animals and stuff.
I think it's just I can always guess exactly how many. Wait, your proficiency's been no.
Advantage wisdom survival checks to track beasts.
There we go. So yes, you have advantage.
Lol.
Hello.
Well,
Someone got their
let's
phone on
hope it
airplane
wasn't that
mode.
one there.
Sorry, it's rolled over a bunch of times.
Should we just
you
do
might,
it
you might want to
again?
re-roll that one because it got rolled.
That's not really
Ilan.
that one.
You might want to re-roll it because it
Get
got
any
rolled.
worse. Oh! A natural 1 and a natural 20.
Very nice. Wow.
Yeah, baby.
Brilliant. Okay. Sure. Steph goes into hunter mode. Predator vision.
All nice and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, pretty soon, even though, as I kind of said previously, there's a certain kind of life is kind of slowly migrating out of or away from this kind of area of the jungle you're in, fleeing the esper. Pretty soon, you can find, this kind of silvery secretion, thin strips of it. Anyone else would just walk over it, but Stev kind of picks up on it, smells it, eats it, spits it out, and pretty soon you think you are on the trail of some kind of large insect, possibly a tick. And then when you perhaps come to some site of violence and predation, and you find blood and perhaps the scoring of electric discharge, you think you may have found a trail. A tick trail. A tick trail.
Okay, go for it.
So apparently,
While you're
when
traveling,
tracking other creatures, I also learned their exact number, their size, and how long ago they were there.
okay.
So
So I already told you the
what's that
size.
exact number?
You think this is the one spark tick you're tracking, but it's generally kind of single ones go out to hunt to bring back to the collective lair.
Right.
You know the size, number. How long ago they were there? I will say you are only perhaps as little as 4 hours behind them. You think?
If we die fighting electric ticks as opposed to not dying fighting an esper, I will be pissed.
Electric Ticks has one of those glam rock bands.
Electric ticks.
Have a go one.
Also, I don't know what it is, but that name stresses me out. Electric ticks.
Electrics.
It's a lot of
Electrics.
It's where the word the T noises is.
Yeah.
Can you give me a stealth check on advantage?
He's not very good at stealth. He really isn't very good at stealth. Oh dear. 11.
11. Okay, that's fine.
Are we, have you rolled if we come into contact with
+6.
the 8?
I've got -1.
Hey, God.
Roll. Hold on. my percentile dice just
Maybe
to
it's
see
gonna
if
be
you...
like when King Kong helps him fight the giant.
No.
Oh,
That
do
one.
sorry, do we all need to roll stealth?
No, it's just him. Okay. So, Harry, you've used all of your senses before in pursuing prey, and
Alas.
also avoiding predators. Smell, sight, sound, all of the good ones, all the best, all the hits. A sense hitherto unknown to you prickles at the back of your mind as you are searching.
When you say at the back of your mind, do you mean on the back of my neck?
No,
Or
I mean in the
my
back of your
mind?
head.
Okay, right.
Oh no.
I don't know.
And you catch on kind of almost as if you were to smell it on the wind. You think that some person is pursuing you, but it's not an odour or a sound that it's exuding. It's the ethereal offset of a psychic. By some sense you didn't know up until this point, you have detected that there is perhaps an esper or espers hunting
Right.
for this group.
I'm gonna go over to Dog.
But you think that you don't know how, but you think that you could perhaps mask your trail against them as you would hide your footprints from a beast hunting you.
I'm gonna go over to Dog.
Sure.
Kneel down in front of her and sort of,
Sure.
hand on her shoulder. Right, girl. Right, do you feel that? Just look into her eyes, see if there's any response.
And you're physically touching her?
Yeah.
Okay. I think once you put your hand on there and kind of mention it, there's a couple of seconds, then there's perhaps a look of recognition in those pure black orbs that are in her eyes.
Oh, she's so cute.
Is this good or bad?
She looks back towards the trail you were going on and kind of looks back to you and starts to walk down it, perhaps at a slightly increased pace.
The trail that we're
The trail that
direction
you're
we're
following.
going. Okay.
The spark-tick trail you're following.
I have a question.
Do I think that everyone else can disguise their tracks?
You think that perhaps, in the same way you could disguise their physical tracks, you could disguise psychic tracks.
I don't believe psychic.
Right, everyone. I don't want to alarm you, but I think there might be somebody following us, or something, or someone, or multiple persons. Can't really think of any other way to describing it.
No, you got them all. You got them all.
Yeah.
Right. How close?
Don't know.
How do you know?
It's just a feeling.
I mean, it's worth saying that Steph does just to feel a lot of what he does.
Fair
I mean, it's, you've developed certain perceptions that are just gone, that are not there to...
Can I consider it just a feeling of persuade roll against them?
Oh no, I think I believe
I
you.
think it's persuaded.
I think I've been fundamentally.
Right, it's just feeling. I do think there is something like that.
don't
Do
even have
I feel
conventional
like any
senses.
alert to danger or
It's all
anything?
just a feeling to me.
I mean, I think the circumstances you're in may make you feel alert to danger, but beyond
Okay.
that, you're not picking up anything.
Great.
Okay, great.
We just think we should maybe move her a bit faster and try to leave fewer tracks, snap fewer black branches.
Fair enough.
Think fewer thoughts.
Right, that might help. I don't have much of a problem with that,
Well,
to be honest.
Do you know what might have helped us? You could feel when they were really close, couldn't you? When you had your eye, third
No.
eye.
I
You
don't
couldn't. Oh, okay, then that's fine. It was the whispers, wasn't
Steph
it?
had certain instincts,
Whispers.
but I don't know if he's actually told you about those.
No,
I
he
did
told
tell you,
me.
he told you about the whispering.
I did.
I don't know if you told them that it was indicating people were getting close.
Didn't he have whispering?
No. He had the sense of being watched. I don't want to be clear, just to Seb, not to Tumbleheart. Having your third eye blinded is like being blind in real life. You can't see, other people can still see you. It doesn't make you psychically imperceptible or anything.
That fucking sucked, didn't it?
I really got a bum deal there, didn't I?
Well, it's...
No. I think my perception was being used.
What would be not great is if we were fighting this giant tick and then also fighting espers. That would be bad.
Have I got any sense of how far away it is?
You think a ways away. It's like
I
when you
think it's
catch
a
a
ways away.
faint scent on the breeze, and your sense of smell is pretty sharp.
I think we do what you say. Move faster.
I mean, you think you can
We're
keep going
on
at the
the
pace
clock
you're going and be okay. You are just conscious that something is out there stalking
Right, so
you.
let's go a bit faster.
Or
bit quieter.
trying to find you, to be clear. It's not like they're on your trail. They're trying to find your trail.
Okay.
Keep
Trying to catch your scent. That kind of thing.
Keep a vine open for anyone who might jump us.
All right.
Alright. Let's go.
Right. You continue
And so they go.
on your way, and perhaps within a few hours, you are getting close. You're pretty sure. You've encountered a few other convergent trails where Stev continues to pick up faint traces of this kind of almost rubbery secretion.
Nice.
You come to an area where you do notice kind of the occasional glimpse of white between the trees of kind of crumbled bases of fulcrete pillars that have been kind of turned into most kind of knobbled spikes by the chipping away of the ages. And in a faint clearing there is an area where the earth slides down to form a fairly shallow cave mouth that these passages head into and downwards.
You've got to go into the cave.
Well, you don't have to, but you know.
Oh, we're going into that cave.
Oh shit! And it's got my armor back.
Yeah.
Um,
So I think you're back up to 19.
During the time we were walking, would maybe we have taken one short rest?
Yeah, I can say you've taken a short rest, yeah. I think I said before that you can count as have taken a short rest to recover from being punched while you're at the Great Bench.
We're going in the cave, aren't we?
Or you think so?
Right.
Or you better get in front, alright?
Steph, do you know like if they have any weaknesses specifically?
What did you get for your nature check?
Not insanely high, I can't remember. I think it was like an 18.
Okay, I mean, you probably have hunted a few spark ticks on their own before. I mean, you know, an insect is a fairly kind of high protein catch, so you know, good eating.
Good eating.
I think I will say you perhaps know that they have some resistance to lightning, given their nature, and you know,
I think even Steph might have logicked that out.
the best, and you don't want to be kind of swarmed by them as a group, kind of. Like being swarmed by dogs can kind of take down a person. You know, these things are similar.
I don't want to do this.
Right, if you see
don't have
more
to.
than 5 of them coming at you, fucking run. And don't use your, you know, your sparky hand on them. Just stick to the exploding arrows.
All right. I think the idea is we don't have to kill them all. What if I just get zapped by this mother
Right.
and take enough damage, then I've got enough to use a spell slot on.
So, in theory, we
I mean,
just sort of
no spell
aggravate the mother. We get you zapped,
But protect.
and then just sort of I hold them off for however long,
Yeah,
and then we book it.
I think that might be the best plan of action. If we all stick together.
What happens if you get zapped and it kills you?
Bummer.
Well, the dog will just give me a little lick.
Right, fantastic.
Unless,
I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's go.
do we have any idea of how powerful these badass brood mothers?
You don't know. You've not fought them before, but as I say, you perhaps have heard tales of the dangers of them.
I fought like one.
You fought
And
spark
how
ticks, but not
difficult
brood
was
mothers.
that? Yeah.
I mean, for you, you know, most fights resolve when you see something at a distance and shoot it with a bow, and you take it down in one shot, or you then have to run after it as it bleeds all over the forest and then kill it again. So it's one spark tick is not particularly threatening, but you know, the thing that gives birth to those things might be considerably bigger. That means more discharge. I mean, I will say, I mean, I didn't really think this out, but spark ticks, a spark tick brood mother for you might be kind of rare and powerful enough to have a certain kind of, you know, totemic ritualistic. You might have a certain totemic ritualistic perception of them. You know, it's a kind of semi-mythologized creature. I mean, it exudes lightning. which comes from the sky.
Pretty cool.
So it may have a certain spiritual relevance.
Pretty lit. But so does my hand.
So you know that a spook or broodmother would be significantly threatening. Everything all right?
Are we out at 9 or 10?
Sorry?
Are we out at 9 or 10?
We're out of 10.
All good then.
Don't know what that means.
What were you going to say?
I
Let's
feel
not
like I've got
start.
to wrap it up in 20 minutes, guys.
Well then, let's do it.
Party.
Should we briefly strategize? Because we haven't considered that before. The only time we did it was, should we talk to the esper, which turned out to be a bad strategy. So I'm just gonna ixnay. Let's talk to the broodmother.
Okay, that's a good shout.
Yeah, not capable of language so far as you're aware.
Right.
Is there because we need to avoid being mobbed by them?
Right, here's my
Right.
plan.
Okay.
We have you out in the front,
Yeah.
and me behind you,
Okay.
and the two squishy ones in the back. As soon as
Right.
we got the
Where's
broodmother's attention, we run the blue one forward. You know, we grab him and we throw him a bit forward.
Right. Or I can put him forward with my coil and then
Right,
yank him back.
perfect. Right. And he gets zapped.
We just need the sing zap, not Tetsu.
No,
Tetsu, do you need to be zapped, or does the thing need to be zapped?
Well, it's kind of that you need to be zapped while holding it.
I need to be
You're the only
zapped
one who
while
knows how to use this
Yeah,
thing.
exactly.
If I'm holding you while you're holding the thing, is that going to screw anything up?
It's a reaction he uses to absorb the zap.
Okay.
I shouldn't say zap, it's just so zap. The lightning.
Let's go get you zapped.
All right.
So basically, if I sort of I'll be in front, you directly behind me. If you don't mind, I'll have my coil wrapped around you, so when we get to the broodmother, I can sort of hoist you up and over the ticks. You can get yourself zapped.
Can you do that?
Isn't everyone holding hands while someone gets electrocuted like a Scooby-Doo trope?
Well, that's what I was sort of asking before.
I don't think any of us understand how lightning conducts at this point.
No. I don't
Yeah,
think it
well,
does
you
conduct
did
like
establish
that.
earlier. I don't know how lightning.
I
conducts.
probably understand how.
Yeah, you probably do.
Yeah.
But I don't. So
I'm pretty sure lightning can't conduct so much that it can travel just like enough to electrocute everyone equally that you can see all their skeletons.
Do ticks
well, I don't have a skeleton, so
So you're fine.
yeah, so I'll be fine.
No,
so
but
I'm
then
therefore.
Then what will we see?
They can go through people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like if you stand under a tree
But-
and touch it and it gets like you
Right,
die.
a human is not a very conductive thing. Though.
No, it is. You can grab my mum. My mum grounded an electric shock through me once.
Yeah, no, I know that like you can pass electricity through people.
Who are you?
I mean, we did it at our physics lab at school actually, but
Yeah.
but the point is that like
Oh,
four
yeah,
people
actually,
holding
that was-
hands,
This
I
warrants
don't, the
further
electricity doesn't
investigation.
Lasers.
Which is
equally
just
get all of them.
It's not like
Come here, little boy!
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Hold my hand!
Yeah.
No. My mum. Sorry, I just want to be very clear. This is not my
No,
mum
it's
was
not
going.
like
I'm going to
that.
get
As
electrocuted.
cool as it
I'm
would
going to
be.
conduct it through my
It'd be
tongue.
so cool.
It was me on the edge of being electrocuted, and she saved me by like grabbing me and grounding it.
Can you please tell the story?
Do we have to do this now?
Really quickly, you can do it in like 5 seconds, right?
Basically, the flat I grew up in for the first few years of my life was like pretty dire, and we had incredibly faulty wiring. And she got a call saying, "Don't touch any of the metal in the house," from someone for like a bit. And I was playing at the sink. And we had like little, metal taps. And she ran into the kitchen just as I touched the tap, and the electric shock, and then grabbed me by the shoulders. And so the shock went through me, through her, and grounded into the wooden floor.
And you were both fine?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Jesus.
And that is the story of how I gained my superpower.
I'm Barry Allen.
Yeah. But I don't have any understanding of how electricity conducts as tumble heart. So basically, if I just sort of lift you over, but briefly, because while I'm doing that, it's going to be harder to sort of defend myself.
Right, and I can steady your hand with my hand.
Yeah. And I think if we all, the best thing that can happen is we all hold that.
All pull it back.
Well, thanks.
I love it, like, let's form a plan. I'm gonna wave Tetsu in front of them.
Do they just drink blood? That's all they drink. That's all they eat. Ticks.
No.
No?
No, it's like, I mean,
In
they're...
real life, that is what they eat.
Yes, but those ones are tiny. These ones are the size of large dogs.
Okay, so they
I'm
would
They
still.
might have, they've expanded their, the range of things they sample to meat.
Right, but when a baby's really small, but that eats the same thing as a human.
But this is like thousands of years.
Oh, right, yeah. Fine.
But to be clear, in
concerned-
our current environment, you couldn't have ticks the size of dogs. It's not physically possible.
What? I'm concerned
So
that.
maybe they're
My
like,
research!
maybe they're like
concerned-
lobsters.
What?
Maybe they're like lobsters.
They're not like lobsters.
Well, they just keep getting bigger.
Yeah, you can grow forever.
I'm concerned that these things are going to be so big that we're going to struggle to get to the mother.
Right. Well, that's why I'm saying I'll lift you up and over.
But I think we're going to have to fight through. They're basically going to swarm us, right?
Yeah. So basically, I'm saying we get in as far as we can.
I have a really bad plan. What
Should we
if
talk to it?
what if like half of us go in, the two fastest that are actually except for Tetsu, and we get all the little guys to chase us.
Well, that's actually a bloody smart idea because
leaving a
dog's
path
really
open
fast,
to the brute
and
mother.
dog's quite strong.
Oh, that is true. Dog is really fast.
Dog gives that very dog
this-
whine. Like,
So we
No,
send
it
dog
could
to
probably
be
run in
chased
and
by
make a big fucking load of noise out, and then wap, 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 all the way out.
does Stev bark really loudly, repeatedly outside?
No.
Thus, troubling
He
the
doesn't
brute?
kind
Okay. Okay, cool.
Right.
You'd be like,
All the
what,
little
so
fuckers
broken
come
outside
running
and
out.
distract him like this. Like, just pour out swarm.
All the little fuckers come running out, and then we'll hide. The dog does a little lap around here. We run in with Tetsu.
Why don't we just fire loads of blast arrows out?
That's beatbox.
Well, I don't know.
It's really
I
causing trouble.
get the feeling you can only fire one blast arrow roughly every 6 seconds.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're really
And
right.
and there might be a lot more ticks who are all able to act independently over the course of 6 seconds.
You're right.
We might end up getting swarmed.
And plus, my plan is more Looney Tunes.
Right?
so-
Should we?
I quite like this plan.
I do like Looney Tunes. So
Right, let's
get
get
do
the,
it.
get the
What is
dog
Looney
the
Tunes?
dog plan a go, right?
Yeah.
Right,
There's
but
only
also
one there,
what-
right?
Great job,
I
Jellyfish.
realised I say right every other fucking word. I've got to stop
the
doing
accent,
that. Right?
You're right.
Dog is the only one of us which can heal.
Just trying to move
Do
you
you
back
know
in the
that?
frame. There you go.
What?
Do you know that? Do you know that dog can heal?
Yeah, surely. It's brought people
We've
back
wa-
to
we've
life.
watched
Yeah, but barely, a little. So it's kind of like lifting spirits. I mean, so far you've seen it, it's like Habamus gets knocked
Dog's
out
the
and
only
then
one
gets
that
back
can
in the
lift
fight.
people's spirits.
I can also heal, by the way.
Okay, fair enough. Whatever. Let's go.
Sure. Rally.
Oh, of course, yes.
In you go, dog.
Only
Whoa,
people
whoa,
can hear,
hang
though. Only people can hear. So.
One
Stay.
One moment, stay. Doug. Don't we need a contingency for like having received the lightning? We then need to get the entire brood's worth of horrible swarming lightning ticks. That like this is not this is not like a fantasy movie where you defeat the boss and the rest of the people just disintegrate. We're still going to be dealing with an entire brood of lightning ticks.
Again, a
but
single
then
lightning
we'll
tick,
have
not that much of a
magic
threat.
powers.
Can someone get rid of these goddamn things I'm eating?
Give them to the DM.
I'm actually
Give them to them.
starving.
They're really nice.
Cheers.
Would you like a? No.
No, chocolate.
No,
Yeah.
it's chocolate. Would
Can I eat the rest of these, or is it?
Someone in the
Yeah.
chat makes a very good point. The ticks get bigger when they drink blood.
Ew.
Are some of these going to be like huge, thick boys?
well,
Huge, thick boys.
That's probably that's like fairest usage of the word.
Yes.
That is one thick.
I mean, Harry, just as in the if you in the middle of the fight grabbed something and started biting chunks out of it and swallowed them, you'd get bigger in the fight as well.
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of how consuming things works.
Okay. Fine.
right. So do we have
Yeah.
a plan for how the dog subsequently loses this entire brood's worth of ticks? If this works.
We just go in swinging.
No. Oh, what? As in into the brood? But okay, so hang on. At this point, surely at that point we've just added a step to a plan. Because if our ultimate endgame is we are going to then wade into the brood and try and kill them all, why are we getting them to chase dog in the first place?
Yes.
Stupid.
No, like the dog chases, gets them out.
Also, Necro Kings, I know Leon doesn't know what he's talking about. I've had to pull them off me. Like they get much bigger. They're huge.
Yeah, but they get bigger compared to the size because they're very small.
Well, they
No,
go
but-
from like this to like that. They get like 5 times to 10 times larger.
Yes, but when you scale things up, they don't retain the same physics because it's volume they're drinking, not as you're perceiving it, a 2D amount of
Well,
blood.
just do the thing.
Right, you got me
Let's do the
with your
thing.
physics.
I love
this
that
round.
Pretty much
Touche.
every session there's an argument between Liam and the chat on some incredibly obscure topic. Last time it was feudal lawyers.
Yeah.
And this
Oh, I
time
remember that.
it's the anatomy
I
of
do owe an apology
oversized
for that
tits.
because that is true. The only knowledge I have is court cases with peasants in fairly early Middle Ages from a very obscure reading stint I did,
what I meant.
where really you didn't get lawyers, but you do usually. So I apologise. That is my bad.
Right. Okay.
How did that
So
happen?
it's essentially 1-1, and next week we'll have another obscure
Deciding
topic.
match. Anyway,
and that'll-
look, you guys have been strategizing for too long.
No, we have not strategized for nearly long enough.
We haven't.
The plan we've ended up with is not a
Oh,
plan.
that's great.
No, that's cool, man.
The beginning of the plan is really
Come
strong.
on, dog, in you go.
I just
No,
want to say there was a point when this group plus some others did strategize for like an hour, and then the second you had contact with the enemy, it all disintegrated.
Yes.
So like, I just
No
want to be aware.
plan
Over
survives when
strategizing.
with the enemy. I think
The
quote
time
from
we went
Call of
into the
Duty
house,
4.
The pink house.
turning into the dragons and the snakes. The snake
The-
people.
the-
The,
the-
dragon people.
You were there.
You were there.
Yeah, you spent the whole time running around the house.
Oh yeah.
Every day.
Anyway, let's not.
Okay,
My point is
okay.
that over strategizing doesn't always work.
'Cause-
When you, having studied military, will probably know this.
Yeah, fair enough. Look, should we just go? Should we just go with the sort of? So the dog will lead as many of them out as it can, and then we'll go in. I'll lift you up with the coil.
What about the dog goes in and it draws them out, and
Yeah.
we wait outside
You
ready
might
to
have a
surprise
slightly
them,
better
and we just kill them off as they come
What
out.
if we just?
I think we might get a thing that I describe as advantage on those attacks.
That's not a distraction though. If you jump them and then they have to
What
fight.
what
you.
if what if
What?
we what if
They're
we just
running
got
out the
some?
dog. We get.
And if they stay in a neat line, so you can get them one by one.
What if
Well,
we
we've got
what if we just
somewhat
got
neat
some
line.
cheese wire, and then basically just tied that around the front of the cave, get the dog to run through it.
The cave opening is large enough
What's
that you can go in
what's
2
the
by 2.
thinnest
It's
you can
it's
make
about
your
10 feet
arms?
wide at its widest.
I just make it.
Here, I have a question. So it's
I'm gonna start rolling
if
dice.
I fire in a blast arrow,
You
that's
people
going
have
to
been
cause
chatting
damage
outside this
and
fucking
get them
thing
to
for
come
ages.
out, and dog will be ready to attack.
or run.
All right. Well, yeah, like they're
So-
gonna sort of like.
So we fire a blast arrow. So dog waits outside. We all hide to view. You fire a blast arrow, then you quickly duck behind a bush or something.
Dog
and then
stands there
dog stands
barking.
there barking, runs away, draws them all out, the ones that haven't been blown up by you. We run in. I hold you up. You get electrocuted. Power up the thing.
There's
We
the
run.
plan.
Let's do it. Let's do it. What a dreadful idea, but let's do it.
Okay, I just want to point out we still have no end game, but so we are still going to be doing this.
Winning.
Right, dog. Did you get all
I
that?
want to be clear, it's like your plan was, well, why don't we use dogs to divide and conquer? Smart. Why don't we use dogs to divide and conquer, but immediately attack the people we're dividing so they get back in the fight?
No, we're not doing that now.
Okay, fine, you're not doing
We're
it.
not
That's how
attacking
we're
them.
getting them out.
So
Yeah.
are you, so
Where's the DA?
are all of you
We're
hiding in
not
the bushes
sending
then?
dog. We all apart from Tetsu,
Yeah.
with shooting a blast arrow in blindly.
Right. Okay, I mean, you haven't even looked into the cave yet, you don't know how deep it goes.
I look at. Okay.
I've got
Okay,
a
looking
16
down,
foot-
it goes down about 10 feet and then it plateaus out and you goes further in. So you're going to be
okay,
shooting.
Motherfucker.
Okay, so screw the
Right,
the
you use
blast arrow.
your plan.
Screw the blast arrow.
Yeah, 'cause
How
You
painful.
lower him down. Well, there it gets
Terrible. Bad boy.
Wait, you say it goes 10 foot down?
It goes 10 foot down and then you're seeing where it kind of flattens out and
Your
gets
arms
further in
don't
as a,
My
on a
coil-
horizontal.
My coil is 10.
What if we just
Sure.
do it
Yes.
now?
So
what are we
I don't know if
doing?
this- I don't know if this actually achieves anything. 'cause
Chat. What should we do?
Yank him out quickly.
Decide what we
I
should
think,
do
I think we should
for
just
us.
get the dog to balk.
Just get the dog to bark the entrance and run away.
Yeah.
All right.
Right,
And are
dog.
we hiding?
Really good,
Yeah.
simple.
Yeah, hiding. Okay, we're all hiding.
Right, do you want to all give me a stealth check?
Can I
Shit.
do I get any advantage for being a plant hiding among
Motherfucking
plants?
piece of shit.
You are in armour.
Okay.
There aren't any armoured plants nearby. Can I?
Ah, yes, the armour plant.
Can I get disadvantage?
No. I won't give you disadvantage here then. Yeah, because
It was
that's
regular.
18.
18.
One.
Yeah.
One?
That's why I
A
did
natural
update.
one.
Well, as you
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
there's no natural ones or natural 20s for skill checks.
What?
There's no natural ones or natural 20s for skill checks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you still
Oh, I
modify
thought
it.
there were.
No, that's for
Why do I
attacks.
should really know this. 5, 6, 7.
Go,
Five,
keep
six.
going.
No, don't do it. Don't the joke. Don't do the joke. Don't do the joke.
Okay, 18, 7,
14.
14,
24.
24. Very good.
Darn, keep this up.
And I'm the one that should be noticed because I need to get zapped by lightning.
No, we're going to take you in.
Yeah.
All right. So you all kind of go into the bushes, and then you're like, no, Steph, you've got to be behind the tree. And
I
then
should have done the Mission Impossible thing. Like, do. It's like, do.
okay, it doesn't descend vertically, it descends at a slope, so you just be rolling up the dirt. Anyway, dogs, you can't tell how, but you can know that dog rolls her eyes and trots to the mouth of this thing, kind of goes down a bit, and then you all hear, and then pretty quickly sprints off into the forest.
Dog has a much higher pitched bark than that.
Well, okay, I don't have a much higher pitched voice. Yeah, peak the mics, peak the
I watched
mics.
that microphone just go into the shoot.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm not doing it.
Sorry.
Anyway, you all kind of wait for a second, then you do hear a, and these 5 of these kind of yellow squidgy things kind of roll out of the tunnel.
5? We can take them. I was thinking it was going to be 80
Oh no,
or something.
don't. If he's warned us against taking groups of them, and then there's only 5.
There's going to be
We
They're the scouts.
Just kind of scatter into the forest, and you perhaps wait a minute, and then you can't hear them anymore.
Where's the dog?
In we go, quick. The dog's. Maybe you're occasionally hearing a very faint bark somewhere.
Right, are we going?
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to run, and if you don't mind, I'm just going to sort of coil my coil around and ready, just in case I need to lift him over.
Dog is supposed
Never
to
make that
lose them in
noise.
the bushes and come back to us, right?
Okay.
Attempt to, at least.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you tell me a dog's survival and constitution modifiers?
Oh no, if the dog dies from a bloody electric...
Wait, which one is that?
Survival and constitution.
+2 and...
No, it's +5.
+5.
No, +2. That's not
Plus
saving
2
throw.
for con, but
survival.
+5 survival.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's +2 because that's the +5 is the saving throw. I just want the modifier.
Right, we're running in.
So, wait, yeah. 5 survival.
Yeah, because
2
it's an
con.
animal companion, it gets
Yeah.
proficiency on all of its saving throws, and you have +3 proficiency, so +5.
Okay.
Right, you all begin to head in. So, as I say, it goes down, it flattens out. You come into kind of just an opening, essentially underground. You can see in the centre, kind of rising out of just scattered dirt and debris.
Sorry, can I very quickly ask Stev a question very quietly on the way down?
Okay, but you've got like a second.
Yeah. Can they climb?
We don't know.
Okay, carry on.
They can burrow, you know that much, but you don't know if they can climb.
They can burrow.
Do they not get things
Don't know
back?
if they can climb.
Now,
Actually, my dad went
give me
to forest
inspiration back.
Can I have I've got me thing round me neck, or like round, or like attached to me, but I want to have an arrow ready. Just so.
Cool. You head down, you see this kind of opening under the earth. You do see rising from the dirt this kind of fulcrete square basin. From within, a statue rises, but it's been kind of made abstract and meaningless by the erosion of aeons past. Beyond it, you do see that there has been a large 10-foot in span hole kind of burrows into the dirt wall and heads leftwards. And those of you who are keen of hearing, and will tell the rest of the group, you can perhaps hear the faint, distant kind of echo of scurrying, and you do see this clear, silvery hard secretion does line this tunnel, holding these soft soil walls in place.
What did ticks secrete? That's not important. Carry
Anyway,
They're not like
I don't think
spiders,
ticks have
right?
brood mothers, so you know.
on. What? I don't know.
These ones
I think what we just need to probably accept as a group is that this far in the future, where we've got sort of mutants and living plant historians and psychic dogs, that maybe ticks have developed a little bit biologically from where they are now.
Maybe.
I think if we accept that, we're going to have an easier time understanding the events that are about to unfold.
Right. What are you doing? This thing pretty sharply turns left.
I'm first, I think. Right.
Sure. Okay, so what, you sneak up to the
I
room and
think
begin to look around or something?
I'd like to be on a wall, so because I've got my coil, I'll keep my coil extended so it's around him and walking on
Sure.
the ground. But just so if we do suddenly get swarmed, I can sort of yank him up.
Okay, cool. So, looking round, you look into unlit darkness, and with your keen eyes, you perhaps catch the glimpse with this kind of snaking tunnel, the movement of yellow chitin therein. Are you sneaking, or are you just walking nonchalantly?
Sneaking.
Do you want to give me some stealth checks then?
Oh no. Oh no.
That's not.
0.
That is a disadvantage, by the way, because you're moving.
A disadvantage.
You can't get any lower than 0.
0.
Cool.
13.
11.
13. So all of you start to, Scooby-Doo, and then Tomahawk's like, right, let's go. Just rattles. And you do hear this kind of
Shit, man.
just come back out. And you do hear, deep within our
You stupid fucking shrub, what are
Okay.
you doing?
Don't you dare call me a
Sure.
It's a
You are a shrub!
Okay. It is unlit down there, by the way, so you currently can't see that far down.
How can I see?
Oh, yeah, you can see, of course.
What can I see?
How far's your tremor sense?
Get your
It's not tremor sense.
get
It's
a torch.
Oh, is it blind
blind
sight?
sight.
Okay, blind
Stairs.
sight. 60 foot. Okay,
that's
so I think
good
perhaps
idea,
at the end you're catching
Don't have any.
maybe, you can't quite tell how many, but at least a few of these spark ticks kind of moving, kind
do a
of
blast
slowly
arrow?
approaching backwards, defensively, you might say.
As a
a few.
torch.
How many?
Give me a perception check.
17.
17, 4, you think?
4 spark ticks.
4 spots.
Well, I mean, I've already failed on myself, so I'm just going, 4 spark ticks up ahead.
He's just rattling down this thing.
Moving defensive.
damn it, Tumbleheart.
What?
Never mind, just
I think a roll that low, he just wasn't aware he was trying to be stealthy. What do you mean? We had a great plan. We've executed the plan.
Suppose so.
We're being what?
stealth.
Stealth.
The.
Nah.
Alright, let's go.
We don't want to argue about this right
I've
now.
already
Let's
bugged it
go.
All right, you head down this tunnel.
Can I prepare a Oh, hang on. Actually, I think I'm probably running out of
We
hands.
can't
at
bloody
this
see.
point. Yeah, actually, no, I probably can. Can I prepare one of my hand axes?
Okay, well,
Close
you're
to it,
assuming
I've
you're
got
not
my
like
hands
just
full of
gun ho
them.
charging ahead, like completely.
No, I'm on a wall. I'm keeping pace with them.
Yeah, okay. Keeping pace, slowly encroaching in, you do eventually come to an abscess
Turn it on, right?
under the earth, a kind of an opened area, and as you come to the mouth of this thing, is anyone creating any illumination?
Glow sphere, I've given it to her.
Okay. Yeah, cool. The light extending from it does illuminate against first these 4 skittering, chittering and shrieking spark ticks, catching the kind of striations in their yellow carapace as it kind of flexes and bulges, anticipating an attack. And beyond them, a larger mass kind of slowly gets silhouetted against the dark.
How large?
Mass of ticks
No.
or big boy mama?
That was not English. Of ticks or big boy mama. It's like something from a bad rap song.
I'm exhausted. And my EP's dropping soon.
Massive ticks and big boy mama.
I would say as 4 black.
It sounds like you're arguing about
Eyes.
which 2 mumble rappers you prefer.
Catch the light. It is a spark tick broodmother. Just to make it as clear as possible. This large quivering flesh turn to you,
If we annoy the DM enough, he will tell us what is happening.
and you see these long extended palpi from her maw and the occasional
I have a question.
Alright, in you go.
line of electricity heading up.
You use so many words I don't
What's
know.
a palpi?
Palpi. You see when like ants have like the limbs on their heads that are, like doing stuff. That's
Mouths. Ant mouths.
right. So an insect's mouth is fairly complex because they have a combination of mandibles and a throat, and also essentially limbs that they can grab things to put to the
Aren't
mandibles. To take them.
mandibles the limbs?
No, the mandibles are essentially kind of like a combination between a tooth and a part of a mouth.
I'm gonna call my
I just
daughter.
want to know what thing inevitably
Sparky.
will grab and
Sparky.
disembowel Shannon in the next
Right.
30 seconds.
You know how it looks kind of like insects have like a whisk with a couple of
Massive-
whisks?
yeah.
Right, those are palp, plural palpi, which are kind of limbs, feelers, essentially.
Alright, that does make sense.
It's-
more you know.
It's got long, thin, insectile, limbs coming out of its head, and thin lines of electricity are passing up them. That
Okay.
doesn't sound as cool as saying spark snap through the air between its quivering palpi. So,
But
there
now
you
the
go.
chat knows what it
bit-
means.
Now
so-
it like
What? Okay,
Sexy.
What does it?
God.
What does it look like apart from that?
it looks like a giant tick with a very kind of large,
Is it
bulbous,
full?
fleshy end. Is it full?
Is it a full tick or is it a not full tick?
I mean, it's almost 10 foot wide. So,
But like, is it in long tick form or short tick form? You know, after it's been...
Okay, Harry, I'm going to rip this band-aid off now. I didn't build mechanics into them to swell up to double their size with blood because that would be insane when they're the size of
Are
dogs.
they the swollen size? Because that's what most people think of when they see ticks. But the reality is, in real life, ticks just look like spiders.
Do you remember what I said about if we just? I think look.
I fire an arrow.
Let's begin combat. Harry's ruined the mood. Everyone roll initiative.
Is that what it
I will
is?
get some
Valentine's
better
Day?
combat music going. God damn, Harry, what the hell?
Oh, hello there.
Right, what am I going to do?
Harry, I do need to know that I really
Oh
made
shit,
you.
I'm doing initiative, aren't I?
Yes, roll
I
initiative.
think I have an advantage too, which I'm fucking better than that roll.
Oh, do I?
Does this count as uneven ground?
No. It's fairly smooth.
Damn. But we're... okay, fine.
And on this episode of the biology of ticks.
Right, look, you're going to have to consent.
No,
See?
No,
I
Harry,
don't
this is
wanna-
just childish. I've been looking at pictures of ticks all day. Stop it. They
right.
don't look like spiders, by the way.
They've got... They're
Well, they've got many
arthropods
limbs.
Or whatever. They've got 8 legs. They're
Oh, really? Great. They don't look like spiders.
Arachnids.
Listen, when you've had to pull 10 of them off your own thighs,
I know,
you'll
you're obsessed
care
with
as
them.
much as I
Yeah,
do.
but I
All on
don't.
your thighs.
Legs. I just said thighs. Just a
Right, whatever. Initiatives.
11.
20 and up. 15 to 20. Oh, God. Okay.
We gonna die.
They didn't do very well either. So,
I didn't roll for dogs, seeing as dog's not there.
yeah. I'm going to make rolls for
I
dogs.
hope dog's the Deus Ex Machina of this.
What leaps into the same fight?
I feel
brings
like we
5
might have,
allies
like,
to the enemy.
so thoroughly
Anyway,
annoyed
15
you.
to 10.
Deus Rex Machina.
Yeah, 12.
Yeah.
12. Jesus, Steph on the highest with 12.
Yeah, it's not
Right,
looking good,
it's not
team.
good.
10 to 5.
Oh no, I got 11.
Oh, you got 11. Okay, cool. But 11. Actually, this music is not.
What did
that's
you
not-
get?
Hold on. Let's get.
Wait, I have advantage on this anyway.
Do
Oh,
you?
Yeah, 20.
They're not surprised.
No. You're master navigating natural world. You react
Oh, we
to
were
swift
so
decisive
selfish.
action when attacked.
Oh, you've
you have
got what?
advantage on initiative. Oh, sorry, 20.
All right,
Not
that's
natural,
better.
but...
Right, so 10 to 5.
5.
All right. Oh my God.
Yeah. It's not good for old Oostet patio.
Oh.
Laugh at me.
Ha.
Oh.
And then what are you?
You laughed at me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Right, Steph, you go first. You are the first to react in this circumstance where you're both kind of, these things are creeping away. They're defensively positioned.
How many
4
are
of
there?
them in front of the brood mother, kind of guarding her, as it were.
That's a good plan.
Well, I'm going to shoot one of the 4.
I mean, they're kind of shrieking at you, trying to.
We've just
What noise
we've
they
just
making?
been out-strategized by insects.
Yeah, we really...
Sorry?
What noise are they making, please?
I can't really find the insect streets. That's good.
So I'm just going to shoot one of them.
Can you add a bit more, like, kind of ticking to that?
You do the scream. I'll do the Chris.
Oh dear.
That's very good. There we go.
If you want to check out my voice
You
reel
have-
on Spotlight, it's...
You can have inspiration for that. That's very good.
Oh,
too.
thank you.
Right, Harry, what are you doing?
7 or 8. I've shot an arrow at the leftist most little boy.
Okay.
Leftist most little boy.
All right, fine.
a small child in the corner.
16. That's a 16 to hit.
16 to hit. All right.
That
Yeah.
was really
That-
funny.
Where's my D8?
I've got an arrow in my shoulder.
Please, sir, don't do it
Please, sir, no.
Right.
just the leftist most
That's 3, 9. That's
Threepence
another
to put an
3,
arrow in my shoulder.
12.
Fuck me.
That's 12
Sorry?
damage.
12 damage. Very
Plus
nice.
6 to damage against
Well,
these
because
big
they're
boys.
beasts, I get another plus
Oh,
3.
that's class.
All right. 12. You
Are
said.
they beasts or creatures?
No.
Don't ask questions
They're
like
beasts.
that. Why would
If
you?
these
What the
are
fuck
beasts-
is
So
this?
creatures are all like basically living things,
Okay, great,
or
great.
animated things you can fight, and then there's subcategories.
To be clear, this is a plus 3 bonus
Because
to
I've been
damage
missing
rolls,
out on
means
something
I've
for,
had
for,
3.
for a long
Yeah.
time.
When I do the damage.
Yeah, you roll the damage.
Right,
in your
good.
relation
So
to it.
why
get,
Okay, sure.
my
First to
first
launch,
turn during
first to
combat,
act
I
is
have
Stev, who
advantage.
launches an arrow that lodges
Roll.
firmly in the haunch of a spark tick. Kind of strange black blood begins to ooze out the
what
skull of its
noise is
carapace,
that?
and it shrieks and scuffles to the side. Hababus, it's your turn.
2 arrows, please.
Okay. I like how you say please because it applies. I know D20s.
I know. I
D6.
was looking for.
Looking for the lucky
I
ones.
know what I'm
Here we go. Why
Blah.
do we keep saying
Who are you
that?
shooting at, by the way?
Oh, the ticks.
We're just indiscriminately, like.
I'll choose the one on the same one that Harry shot at.
Sure.
Oh,
Okay.
not again!
So 20 was the lowest.
What?
20 was the lowest.
Oh, well, both hit then.
Yeah, they do.
God damn, these guys are all gonna die. And after you guys are also bad at initiative, I'm tragic.
Ooh, That's a 14.
14.
Yeah, 2 6s, buddy.
Jesus
And
Christ.
then
Did you need both to kill that thing?
What do you think they're saying?
Oh.
Something about ticks.
No, they're saying Shannon's beautiful.
Oh, of course.
Why do you get so angry about this? Okay, so
Why not me?
I want to be beautiful too.
Alright then. That's how it is. At the beginning, everyone got to do a little celebration except for me. I got told off for being successful at my job.
What are you talking about?
we study it here.
Oh yeah, you're
Everyone
right.
had a little congratulations apart from me, and I thought,
Congratulations, Harry.
bastard.
Your hair's good today.
I think when you told the story about burning
Anyway.
a Persian rug, you might have lost your audience.
Anyway. So Stev quickly reacting,
keep
pulls and
warm, we
looses his
have
bow
to
as soon as these things are illuminated. Mavis follows up quickly by launching 2 more arrows that hit this thing and crumbles and hits the side dead. You've killed one of these things pretty immediately.
Hey, Tetsu, try and do as good as I did. You feel inspired.
Okay.
Oh no! I like this as a character trait, which is basically just like sort of backhanded pass out
Just like-
confidence to inspire.
Thank you. Wow. I will.
That's a D8 you got there, buddy.
Oh, thank you.
Right, so I will say,
Yeah, buddy.
now that it is the Spark
pretty
Brood Mother's turn, you do see these lines of electricity. There's a faint kind of noise, and these lines get a bit. They multiply in number. There's more frequently ones going up the pulpi. However, she's not using electricity yet.
Just go, here it comes.
Yeah, she is going to. Seb, give me an insect shriek, or someone. Good. She is going to, with surprising speed, scuttle forward and attempt to.
Who, the mother?
Yep, bite Mavis's head off.
Mine?
You
Your head off?
You just killed one of her kids.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Right, first I'm gonna bite.
Okay, I'll die, I suppose.
What's your AC?
14.
Okay, hits.
Why did you try and hit me?
Hits.
the leftist most littlest one. Oh no, it's me.
This is the spirit. Yeah, this is your psychic awakening. It's usually the spirit of the tick going to heaven.
I had so much to live for.
Oh my god.
I was
Okay.
going to pursue my passion of being
You
a
got hit.
baker.
You got hit by both attacks, but I rolled a 2, a 2, and a 1 on a D10.
It was
Oh,
my
thank God,
birthday
okay.
next week.
Um,
I was
Okay,
4 days away
fine.
from retirement.
we all need to know
You
that
take-
she can do 3d10 damage, by the way.
Okay.
That's not good.
Okay, Mavis is immediately going back and kind of swatting with her sword, but you do get a grate on either arm, or an arm and a shoulder, as this thing bites and kind of one of its long legs just kind of leaps out and shatters against your chainmail. You take 11 damage. That's a combination of piercing and slashing. Oh, 2 2s and a 1.
Oh.
Terrible.
Oh, that was 2.
And that was 11.
Yeah.
Solid
Right,
blood.
Tetsu, it's your turn.
Okay,
This
well,
mother's effectively next to you now.
okay. Right then, I'm gonna fire an arrow at it. Is there a little boy in the way of her as well?
It's next to you, so you'd have to move back to fire an arrow, which means, unless you want to do it at disadvantage.
Well,
Actually,
can
no,
I-
this thing is so large you can do it at regular attack if you want to.
I have a question about push damage, force damage.
Force damage, yes.
Does that force it away from me as well?
No, unless
All
it,
right.
unless it says it pushes it or teleports it or anything, it doesn't move it.
Okay, right. Because piercing arrows was prepped, so I've shot myself in the foot.
Well,
Don't do that.
with piercing arrow, this is the one that goes like intangible, right? You could angle it to hit her and the ticks behind her.
That's what. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
What's the width of the?
It's
it might just be 5
1 foot wide.
Okay, so you can
And-
hit her and a tick.
Great. I'll do that.
Sure. Cool.
But I'll move away before that, so that if she tries to.
Okay, so she can get attack of opportunity against you, but it won't. This won't. You attacking from right in front won't put disadvantage on your attack roll.
Okay, because this is the issue, friends. Right, okay. I'll
I've
show this.
got a
Tomahawk,
pull
you've got to
around
pull
you.
me back after this.
Yeah, I've got you.
Right.
Okay.
Right, okay. What do I just roll?
So
this
I
as
believe
if
they roll a save, don't they?
They do. And if they're hit, they get an extra 1d6.
Do you roll to hit them or do they roll to save?
They roll to save.
And what are they rolling and what's the DC?
It will say must take
You'll say dexterity or constitution saving throw or
It
something.
doesn't
like
say dexterity saving throw.
that. Okay.
What number?
It doesn't say.
Oh, it should tell you above what the DC calculator is.
Oh, against my DC. Please help.
Probably 8 plus proficiency plus intelligence.
Wait, what are you doing?
Dexterity saving throw. Each creature must save.
And if you go up, it should say It will probably be your spell save DC. I believe it states. Here, give me the character sheet.
He's just got so many pages. It's just pages.
No.
I've never done magic before.
Character
I've only
sheet.
ever done one normal
So,
character.
I know, it's absolutely fair enough. I'm just showing you. So, piercing arrow. So it's a dexterity saving throw they make. If not requires a saving throw, your arcane shot DC equals 8 plus your proficiency plus your intelligence.
Okay, thank you.
Which I believe is
I might do that.
DC 30.
DC 30. Okay, thanks.
All of us.
Sorry.
Maybe like right there at the top or something.
DC 13.
Okay, well
DC 13 or DC 13?
That one.
13, not 30. 30 is effectively unsavable.
Yeah.
Are we peeking the mics?
Well, I think maybe the shrieking might be.
I think we need to. I think it's going into the red a little bit.
All right, do you want to roll damage?
I think it's.
Yes. It's 1d6.
It's too well supported.
For both of them?
No, the spark tick made the save.
Okay.
They may take half damage, I'm not sure.
Fuck it.
Aw.
1.
1.
Yeah.
You also rolled damage for the arrow as well, I believe.
No, it says. Do they?
Yeah.
Well, hold on.
From what you read out earlier.
Oh, really?
It said they
Okay.
take an extra 1d6 damage, didn't it?
Yes.
So you also roll for the arrow.
Oh, just the attack.
Yeah, so it's like you're firing a regular arrow and you add a special effect on top.
Okay.
So it's a D8 plus 3, I think is your dex mod.
4. 6, 7.
So that's, yeah, okay, cool. 7, well, it's not to be snipped at. Okay, so you see something you haven't seen before. Tetsu produces this small, I think it's a small, disc of glass, and kind of holds it in place as he pulls this arrow. And as he just goes to loose it, touches it, and the arrow kind of begins to flicker in and out and looses it. And it does indeed strike the broodmother. You see a spurt of blood and a puncture, but it seems to also slip into her, and you see it kind of fly through before it kind of just disappears into a cave wall, and you don't hear any sound of it clattering against anything. So yeah, right, it's the tick's turn.
What's that spooky arrow?
They're all going to swarm forward and start biting Tetsu.
Pull me back.
What if instead they shot
But
him?
I roll a 4.
Oh no.
Yeah, tell you what, one of them's going to come forward and actually, how do I want to do this? Yeah, fine, okay. Given you're effectively in a line, I will say it can hit 2 of you with its shocking palpline discharge.
I'm not normal.
Okay, so we'll say
Yeah,
shocking.
do it to
Right,
me.
so both of you make a dexterity saving throw.
I need you to fail it.
Why can't I?
Is this electrical
There.
discharge?
Yeah, but it's not much.
Can he opt to fail?
No, he doesn't have to be hit, it's when he takes damage. So he can succeed in the save and use it.
Sure.
But you only get once per long rest, I believe. So, you got to use it wisely.
Yeah.
Right, what do we get?
18.
18?
15.
15. You both save, so you both take only 3 lightning damage.
Here we go, we're on the board.
What's the damage threshold you need to get a full level spell slot?
31 plus.
31 or higher.
Okay.
Can you do it over a period of time?
No, you get 1 and then a long rest. You need to use it again.
Huh?
Oh,
You can't keep using it. You only get the
So
one
I-
use per long rest.
Okay,
so it's not accumulated.
No, no,
He
no,
needs
no.
to take a one-off hit.
Yeah.
Of 31.
Yeah, but he halves the damage.
But we're now fucked because he's just used it.
No, I haven't used
No,
it.
he hasn't
No,
used
he
it.
hasn't used it.
It's a reaction.
Right, both of you take 3 lightning damage as this spark tick scurries forth, comes to the
that
side,
was a tick, sorry.
and you see it's palpite curling, and then just as they roll out, there's a cascade of electricity that arcs out and catches you slightly, but you manage to more or less move out of the way.
Tetsu, what do you think of the notion of me just sort of putting you on those, electrified, what were they called? Palpite?
Palpite, yeah.
Palpite.
I think that's probably the best thing.
Yeah.
And the other 2 will come forward and try to bite, take a chunk out of Tetsu. What's your armor?
14.
14, both hit.
This might not be a good thing.
Oh, that's a lot better.
Because if
That's always a bad.
That's 18 piercing
Okay,
damage.
we
These
can't
things,
do it.
these things crunch into you.
You half the
bite.
damage.
I half the damage.
So if it does.
Okay.
This is just the tick. You suspect the brood mother might be able to output something a bit larger.
Yeah. No, but we just keeping an eye on.
Right, Tomahawk, it's your turn.
Damage.
Okay,
And you go down. We can bring
Would it involve like an action on my turn to because I've already got my coil wrapped around him to just sort of pull him up and away from the tips?
It would be an action to put him away.
No,
Yeah,
she's got
because that is using your coil.
Okay.
And it's acting on something external to you that you're not holding onto or anything. So,
Okay.
well, not
Now,
on your person.
those palpi, they are thrumming with electrical discharge already?
Well, the one that has kind of loosed its electricity, you notice there are no sparks between them now. It's kind of discharged.
I mean the one on
The broodmother.
Broodmother.
Yeah, so there were a few at the start, these lines going up, and they are now increasing in number.
if feasible. Oh no, I don't know how electricity conducts. Okay, probably not how I'm going to do that then. Okay, so using my coil as part of my attack action, is it fair that I can pull him back with one and still make my extra attack? Yeah. Then I'd like to sort of pull him up so he's sort of suspended in the air, preferably so if they can climb.
It's only 10 feet high, so it's fairly easy for them to jump, and the broodmother is 10 feet wide, so he will still be within attack range. She's large in size, so
Okay, well,
I just let you know that.
yeah. Well, I still want to get him as far away from danger as I can.
Sure.
And then,
I mean, you might do better to just kind of pull him and then pull him more into back up the tunnel.
Yeah, but then also I need him to get electrocuted.
Choices.
Curse you in your combat encounters.
All right, let's go.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, so I'll pull him up and back for the
Up
moment.
next is Steph, by the way.
Sorry.
Up next is Steph. Sorry, I've got to remind you guys.
Yeah.
So plan your next move.
And then I'll
There's only one thing I can do about
then
it.
I'll throw a hand axe down at.
Okay. I believe they don't get attack opportunities when they're pulled or pushed, so you just are yanked back, assuming you choose to fail.
Yeah.
You're yanked back 10 feet and you're suspended from the ceiling, I guess?
Well, I'm not on the ceiling. I'm on the upper ridge of the wall.
Oh, sure,
so I'm
sure.
hopefully sort of holding him out, sort of in the centre of
Okay.
the thing.
Yeah.
Dangling.
I'm
Not like a nice pinata.
basically
Yeah.
bait.
And then I'll throw. But hopefully he's now sort of
Yeah, it is, that's
dangling
cool.
behind me a bit. And then I'll throw a hand axe at one of the little ones.
The little ones, go ahead.
Oh no!
This one I want to aim for the one that wants to be a librarian.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, it's so many ambitions.
That's an unnatural 20 hit.
Because I love books.
That'll be 8 damage.
Oh God, that's my good reading eye.
Okay, your axe sinks into it. You know, I can't do it at all, but it shrieks. Very good. Peek the mic again.
Is that really from there?
Is that peeking the mic?
I don't.
Oh God. Okay, let's
It's
not.
the sensitivity's too high anyway. Is there
jeez,
a dial I can twist just to turn it down a little
You
bit?
turn on the gain, yeah.
What?
Turn on the gain.
Which one is that?
The one that says gain.
There are literally 200 buttons.
Did you want me to do it?
Where is the game button?
It's literally the topmost one.
This one,
Oh, Harry, stop. Don't worry. We'll just have to bear with it.
Twist
Everyone, just don't
all.
shriek anymore.
Okay, but there are like 6 game
Harry,
ones.
just
Which
leave
game
it.
one is it?
Oh my God.
There are so many game ones.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6.
Harry, go sit down.
Okay.
I think
one that says gain.
But there are 6.
this is definitely going to.
mics.
Oh, all of
So
the...
Google the Montauk monster. People are saying it's some kind of hairless raccoon. Fuck off, it's a hairless raccoon. But look at its weird little hands. I know
This is
raccoons
fucking
have.
cryptids.
Yeah, I know raccoons have weird little hands, but this is next level. And it's also got
They
a
said a
beak.
tick cryptid.
Right, I don't want to risk them not being
But they
able to
don't
actually
say
hear us when we talk
Oh,
quietly,
Mothman.
so I'm
I mean,
not
they're-
asking too much, but whatever.
They're like
Oh,
giant worms.
Let's go
Okay,
with it.
is it?
Let's say, is it?
So is he still sort of
Nematode.
within what I would presume to be the discharge range?
You don't know.
Well, based on how far that
Yes.
the first one's went. Cool. In that case, I think that's the end.
Action search if you want to use it.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay. Step, your turn. Whoever's up next.
I shoot the nearest one.
You're right next to it. That will be on a
I
disadvantage
shoot
unless
one
you
which
shoot
is
the
not on
broodmother.
disadvantage. Or wait, if I move, am I going to get attack of opportunity?
Yeah.
I shoot one which is slightly further away. How many alive?
You're
Is there
in-
only 2?
If someone's engaging you in melee, you'll get disadvantage.
Oh,
Shooting
for
them.
fuck's sake. I literally have nothing of value. How shit is my skills?
We have a
You
dagger.
just need to not be next to. You also do loads of damage with your short sword, I think, because you still get the bonus to
1d6 plus 3 is not good.
+6.
Yeah, but it's. But let's just. I hit it with my sword.
But still, you're doing more damage than
Yeah,
I am.
sure.
Yeah.
Right now.
What'd you get?
11.
11. Yeah.
Modified or
Modified.
it classes against the carapace?
God fucking damn it. Shit
You
sword.
could use your inspiration if you got it.
I do have inspiration. I am going to use it.
You're
That
attacking the
was a very
broodmother
good
to be
idea.
here. Could be clear,
What?
right? You're attacking the broodmother or one
No,
of
the
ticks?
smallest little one next
Sure.
to me.
The librarian.
That's better.
Okay,
That's 25.
that'll hit.
Oh, here we go.
1d6.
The D6, what's your dex?
D6 normal dice.
Normal dice.
How many are there in total?
5,
Well, you killed one, so
7,
there's 3 ticks
8,
left.
9, 10, 11.
11. Okay. You slash into the one that's got the axe sticking out of his side. It looks pretty wounded, but it's still just about going.
I'm still gonna
Hababus, it's your turn.
Okay, 2 arrows.
Up next is Brood Mother and then Tetsu.
So I'm gonna go 1 arrow first to the one that's
You're in
really
melee,
wounded.
so like.
I know.
Okay.
1 arrow first to the one that's wounded. If it dies, then I'll go to another one. If not,
You should use your sword.
I don't want to use my sword.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, because I
Does
have
more
to.
damage.
Yeah, I know, but I have to swap weapons out, don't I? And that's the whole thing.
Oh, you can just drop your bow or whatever, sure.
I can just. This whole time I could just drop my bow.
Yeah, but you can lose it then.
The ticks aren't gonna take my bow. I'll drop my bow.
I mean, if you took one-
Yeah, except for that one tick that wants to grow up to be an Olympic archer.
I have dreams.
Please don't step on my bow, friends. 15 is the smallest.
Okay, both hit.
Yes.
Good.
Is this the librarian we're hitting?
Yes, it is the librarian.
Screw your bloody
12.
early.
12. What's
Yeah.
well, hold on. What's the
14?
first? What's the lowest amount of damage?
Oh, they're both the same amount of damage.
Okay. which-
7.
7. Okay. Well, you can secure one and slash the other as well.
Oh wow.
Yes, I can.
Okay.
That's
you,
right.
With the one with the sword cut and axe in it, you slip it between the plates, and this thing kind of just collapses on its own weight, and then you cut into the other one.
Yes, we believe all general knowledge should be held behind a monetarily based academic wall.
Can I back away a little bit without getting attack opportunity? Okay.
Which is why you should
Okay.
subscribe.
It's the Brood Mother's turn. These lies which actually are
Here we
getting
go.
more and more frequent, but it's not going to launch the payload yet.
I would like to do that thing that you do in class, but you really avoid the teacher's eyes because you do not know the question.
I mean, this thing has 4 eyes, and
I'm
they're just
avoiding
pure
all
black.
4 of
So
them.
Do I feel an affiliation with him?
you said both
Can I-
stop and just stare at each other. It's like the scene in It's Always Sunny where they look across the restaurant.
Yeah.
Right, it's going to try to bite Stev because Stev's being a real pain.
He'll be
Delicious.
fine.
Yeah, get him,
Oh
Mum.
Christ, terrible rolls. Why do I always roll
He
bad
will
rolls?
be fine.
What's your AC?
AC 15.
15. That's a 40, but that is a 15.
If I hang on, if I'm if the wall
You're
is
not
10,
close enough. You have to be within 5 feet, right?
yeah, but if the wall is only 10 foot high and I
You
occupy
said,
a
you,
5
said
foot
you, were,
cube.
you implied you were kind of more to the side than above.
Yeah. But now I want to retcon that. So
That's only 8 slashing damage, as again this thing's long legs kind of come out and just gouge across your arm.
Oh, you bastard!
Doing bad. Tetsu, it's your turn. Ticks and then Tumbleheart next.
Ticks and Tumbleheart. I'm gonna fire a regular arrow at the mother so that it pays its attention to me.
Okay.
So, plus 7, so 18.
18. Okay, that'll hit. Yeah.
Okay, cool. 1d8. 1d8. Thanks. I'm going to 6. Can I use?
Is it a blasting arrow you're using?
No.
Oh,
just
okay.
Just a regular.
You should roll damage, didn't you?
Yes.
You
Okay.
cannot.
Okay, 6.
What is it you're going to ask?
Inspiration.
Bardic inspiration, but that's only for
No.
d20s. Okay.
How much damage? 6 damage. Okay, and that was in the Brood Mother.
That was in the Brood Mother.
Okay.
Why did you hold
There is
the
an arrow stuck in her bulbous large form. It kind of looks almost like another bristle coming out of her, but
Okay.
she does shriek in irritation. Peek the mics again, I'm sure.
No, I didn't actually.
You didn't actually. That
Hey, we
was
survived.
my technique.
Oh god, I really need to learn how to do audio setup. Okay, ticks. I guess both of them are going to go for
Wait, why are you killing the brood mode? You've got to kill the tick.
Because
Babus.
You got pissed off.
Can I cutting words if it's necessary?
How does a 23 sound?
I'm not going to.
Also, do they have to be able to understand what you're saying?
It just says things it can hear, and as long as they're not immune to being charmed, so
Okay.
I can insult ticks all I want.
Do you want to try with a 23?
No, I don't want to try with the 23. Is there anything else?
Oh, okay.
And we've killed a baker and a librarian. There's one wannabe with
the
Olympic
no,
archer.
nothing else.
Wait, how many are there? 4.
Okay, you
Go on,
take-
What's the last one?
I think the last one is quite happy being a tick.
You take 7
This is the last day
piercing
before
damage.
its retirement is a tick.
Yeah.
And the other one.
Ow!
Tetsu and Stev, Hababus and Stev, you're both on the front lines. Can you both give me a dexterity saving throw? It's the other one. Launches its electricity.
I'm gonna launch it.
18.
18.
22.
God damn, why are you all rolling so well and I'm rolling so terribly?
Because we're beautiful.
We're trying.
Beautiful.
We're trying so hard.
Oh, well, that's a better roll.
Wait, do we still take damage?
It's 15 lightning damage, halved
I'm
to
down.
7. So you take 7 lightning damage each.
Are you?
The healer's down.
Oh, down!
You've hit me every turn, yes. I'm
Oh,
down.
yeah, well, fair enough. I'm putting out the damage. What's Steph looking at?
You did not share this
29.
damage out, friend. You were like, fuck, baby.
Hit you with broom mother once, hit him with broom mother once, attacks you with the ticks, and then attacks.
Tap me with
25, I'm alright.
Oh, you mean 2 ticks hit you?
2 ticks hit me 2 times.
We're sorry.
That is a good warm-up sentence. Two ticks hit me 2 times. Well, it's 2 times. 2 ticks 2 times.
Sure.
Oh, fuck.
That's a Babus, and there's okay, cool. Tumbleheart, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of scurry. Can I sort of leave him suspended up above me, but kind of scurry down the wall and stand over?
I mean, this is
her?
some serious gymnastics with your core. I think you have to let him go.
Oh, this.
Wow.
Okay, this.
I won't do that.
Look, at any
Can I
point,
can I gently put him down behind me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll
You
do
don't have to
that.
damage him, but like,
No. Okay, I'll be like, sorry, I think I better.
it seems a bit too mechanically powerful for you to be permanently attached to someone. You can get over here.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Fair and valid point.
I like that.
Can I go down and go? You've really ticked me off.
Oh,
And then I'd like to start hacking away at the wannabe Olympic archer tip.
Okay.
Bring
Sure.
it on.
I don't know which one that is, but yeah.
Is it? I don't know. Are either of them damaged?
Yes, one of them has taken 7 damage.
I think that's
I'm not
that.
taking it. It's that one. No.
You've got very limited set of tick
What is
voices.
the accent? It's a very specific
It's
accent.
like a little bit. It's a little bit like it's like a helium Essex /
I've
S3
got
sort of.
Yeah, it's like
117, which I presume will hit. 110.
It's a bit like James
I
Corden
will.
Stacey.
Piercing attack?
Yeah, whatever it's called. You know, the one that adds 1d8.
Yeah.
Precision attack, I think. 15.
15 hits.
Okay. Oh, I am. Where's my other d8? There it is. 10 and 4, 14.
14 damage. Okay. Oh, this one's on its last legs.
Okay, then I'll action surge.
Okay.
And I'll hit that one with the first attack. Just see if it goes down.
Well, let's see. Up next is Steph.
18.
Hits.
I was going to Tokyo.
What the hell?
That's where the Olympics
Oh,
Yeah, but I'm about to toke your head
Oh, there it is.
10 damage.
Oh yeah, okay, that one's down. Do you want to roll damage? Roll attack for the other one.
Yeah,
Just
the
one
left.
more. Is it just one more?
Yeah, just one left.
Which one?
23.
23 also hits.
Okay.
7 damage.
Okay,
You
cool.
want some?
How far away is it?
So, Tumbleheart takes a chunk out of one of them and then through the weak one just drives his sword through and just lifts it up and then on its own weight it splits it open. Geezers of black blood are everywhere.
That's
all
disgusting.
great.
Oh, come
Right.
on, man.
Steph, it's your turn.
How far away is the last little
You can
bit?
move into melee range of it without taking
No, I don't want to go
attack.
down and shoot at it. I want to know whether I'm going to
If you're taking range, you're going to be on disadvantage. You are next to a gigantic tick with long limbs that can whack out at you if you are going.
opportunity if I do try and move away from
Yeah. This is the disadvantage of range.
that. I'm going to move into melee range of it.
Got limbs.
And you're hitting what, the little babby? The little
The
babby
little
tick?
babber.
Oh.
Oh, Matthew, just being a
Christ. Oh no,
tick.
actually it's plus 6. 20.
Why don't you
20.
say Jesus
Hits.
Christ when you roll a 14?
Yeah, hits,
Well,
hits.
not
Come on.
okay,
Up next is a Babus.
Wait, where's my thing?
Death save.
I know, that gets to roll it.
Well, I know, that's part of the suspense.
7.
7. Cool. Take a chunk out of it. Still standing.
As much as I
Babus. Ooh.
It's plus so good. It's plus. What's it called?
Right.
Wait, it's because of beast in it.
Yeah. That you physically cannot roll badly against beasts.
Well, I can't get what I had last time and miss it.
Alright, let's attack Steph.
The longbow plus 8.
Who's attacking Steph? The mother.
Brood
Like, he never misses.
No!
He just only does one thing.
Attack me with electricity.
To be fair, so why I just do it a lot.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
2 19s. Let's see if I actually roll damage roll this time then.
This is gonna kill us all.
Is anyone attacking? Is it
I said, imagine
Attacking
if...
Steph.
Wait, it's attacking Steph.
Yeah.
Am I
Mine
adjacent to Steph?
Oh,
Can
you
I
are.
impose disadvantage with my reaction on one of those?
Sure. That's still a 21 overall. It
Can I
hits.
just say in general that Steph's going, Dog!
Sure.
Dog!
Oh, that's better. That's a lot better.
Woo!
Jesus Christ.
Don't look at me.
No, I'm just.
For me.
Oh no.
We've tried.
Not so good at the big numbers. That's 34 damage, combination of slashing
You've got to
and
be shitting me.
and piercing. Yeah,
For both of us.
I got a very good roll. No, just for you.
Just for me.
In total.
In total. Okay, I'm on minus something.
Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, that's not enough to kill you outright. So.
Yeah, it's not. 0 though.
Okay, so
Oh dear.
this thing bites and kind of pulls back, and you see kind of bits of Stev's shoulder go with its bite as it retracts, and then its link comes out and just catches you square in the chest, and you just boom, kind of slam against the cabin side and land unconscious and bleeding. Cool. Tetsu, it's your turn. Oh, I should add, this thing is now, its pulpi are kind of actively quivering as they are just, it's thick with lines of electricity sparking between these two. And the thrumming is kind of rising to a crescendo.
Haven't had turgid yet.
Yes, it is.
Have we?
Gorge.
How far away? Can I do a blasting arrow without hurting anyone else?
I mean, her Babus is kind of unconscious there, but I'll say yes. Just it's only 5 foot range, right?
10.
What's the blast radius?
The blast radius is 10 feet.
Okay, I will
But
say.
it's a 10-foot thing. You could shoot it.
Yeah, I will say you could just about catch. If you catch it at the side, you catch it in the tick and not her Babus.
Okay.
Where you would have fallen, I think.
All right, I'll do that then. I'll bloody do that. Let's do this. 18.
18 hits.
Yeah, and then 2d6
Plus the arrow damage, don't you go?
plus the arrow damage. 8. Plus the arrow damage for both of them.
You just add arrow damage to the whole thing.
Oh, okay,
Or it might be you do the arrow damage and then we'll do.
So
we'll
you
review
roll
stuff then.
a normal arrow and then add the blast effects to it.
So your arcane shot, Sam, is that you treat it as a normal arrow with an effect put on top.
Yep. Oh, yeah, everything's coming up, Millhouse. That's 10
Plus your blast.
plus blast.
Didn't you just roll the blast?
Yeah, I did.
two
but
fours.
It was 2 4s.
Yeah, that's
18.
good. Keep that.
Okay.
Yeah.
18 in total. Brilliant. All right, that's very good. Okay, well, you launch this blast. You take a flank out of the Broodmother and caught in the blast. The remaining tick is launched into the wall and just kind of presses against it. It's juiced and just slides down. The Broodmother screams in anguish. That's Tetsu's turn. Ticks are dead, baby. Anguix. Sorry.
No.
And tick.
Tumbleheart, it's your turn.
Oh,
This thing is building up for something big, and there is a limp, unconscious Hababus kind of around its maw. So I don't know if that.
Wait, I'm in its mouth?
No, you're not. No, at its
I
maw,
think
like
I'm
beneath
okay.
its mouth.
I'm standing sort of over.
Yeah, you're standing over her, but
Get them
I'm just
out
saying,
of
like,
here.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
I don't know if I can.
Tumbleheart.
Leave me. Do the thing. Do the thing.
Get them out of here.
Okay. Are you sure?
Why not? If I die here, can we just say that will be the last thing I say?
Oh, it's also where Baron, you gave your glow sphere to Hababus, so that's kind of rolling around on the floor.
Oh shit!
Is it? I mean, if carrying 2 people, is that going to impede my movement?
I think that would count you as encumbered, but.
She's going to make me probably not able to move.
So Steph has been kind of hit so hard in the stomach that he kind of flew
He's
a
a way
bit
back.
away. He's a bit ways out.
Okay.
He's not in immediate danger in the way that you and Hababus are.
My bow.
But I mean, you're all in immediate danger. But
Would it
You
be
are
possible
more
to sort of try to fling Hababus with my coil back?
And not damage her.
You can damage me a little.
well, if you take damage, you lose a death saving throw.
Oh god, no, don't damage me at all.
Gently put her back.
It's not really how coil is supposed to work, but I will
No.
I will allow it on a successful athletics. No, sleight of hand.
Oh, that went from +6 to -1.
Yeah, because I mean, you're not.
Nonsense.
It's not like you're not that intricate with your vines. You're more just like, doof, 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 just flapping them about.
Yeah, but I mean, like it's throwing, isn't it?
Okay, fine, but okay, well, fine. If you want to do it like that, she could.
She might
take damage.
Okay, now I'm with you. I'm trying to think of what I can do that might help this. The other-
You can pick her up and move. Like one person won't encumber you.
Yeah. Okay.
You've got high enough strength.
Okay.
I'm stressed.
Yeah, I'll pick her up and move her, which presumably is going to provoke an opportunity attack, right?
Yeah.
Hang on then, before I do. I'm going to use evasive vine work
Oh, nice.
because I don't get much chance to use this one. Okay, cool. So my AC is 25 at the minute.
Sick. All right, cool. So you go back, a claw lashes out, but with your shield it deflects off and retracts back to her
Can he
form.
like stabilize in armor again?
Well, that's an action to use a medicine check to try to stabilize.
So I presume it was an action to
Yeah.
grab her, carry her over, right? I can't.
Yeah, and you've moved 25 away.
Done.
No,
Yeah, okay.
that's
Yeah,
it's an action to
done.
pick. Still
Completely fair.
Okay, that's Tumbleheart. Stev, let's roll for you. Lucky buddy.
How many dice was that you just rolled?
Just the one
So
bad
it didn't
die.
sound like
Not like
one.
more than one.
It was just one, honestly. Swear to God. Hebabus,
It was a big old die.
good for you. It's the metal one, you know. I mean, like your deaths should have weight, so that's I literally just made that up. That's complete.
Oh, that was
Bullshit.
That was absolute. Give yourself inspiration.
Okay,
buddy.
so given that Tumbleheart, you've picked up Hebabus and assuming you've retreated back into the tunnel
Yeah,
a bit.
and then ideally I'd like to interpose myself as much as possible between her and oncoming things.
Between, sorry, who?
As in
oh,
like
you mean
have her,
Hebabus.
like my body between.
Is her the broodmother or Hebabus here?
Oh, well, both.
One
Okay.
and the same.
Cool. Well, it's the
Sorry,
broodmother's
opposing
turn. She's finished charging, so she's going to use discharge. Right.
Here we go.
Can you give me a dexterity saving throw?
I certainly bloomin' can
And
try.
we kinda need you to fail
Bardic
this.
inspiration.
No, I think.
No.
We
He
need
can still.
dexterity saving
He can
throw.
still impede the damage with it,
Yeah.
and I will allow him
Oh,
to say
I
like.
know.
20.
Can I get some d8s, please?
No,
Oh.
you can't, Liam.
He wants the damage to be high.
21.
Oh my god.
21. Okay, well you pass the save. Let's roll some dice. How many am I rolling
I
here?
can't carry you all out.
I can't deal with this. What does he get if we get this? We still
I'd
don't-
like to say that I would like to use my reaction as
Sure. That makes sense.
the whole reason we're here.
the real
I forgot.
from Liam. Just being like, you don't do it. Oh, he didn't say. You die.
Okay. Oh God, maths.
We went into this fight so casually.
Haha, little hijinks with dog.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna send the dog away to run around. And then it's like,
There's
this will be-
only 4.
This will be
There's
fun.
only 4
All we
of
need
them.
to do is get it to electrocute us. And 2 people are nearly dead already.
So I believe yours is your feature is based on the total damage output, which they roll quite well, is 43 points of lightning damage. You succeeded on your save, so you're halving that to
21?
21. However, you're still counting as the 43, but you can halve that 21 to a 10 with
Oh,
your
okay.
lightning thing, and you're still counting as taking 43 points in terms of getting a spell slot.
Okay, great.
So you
yes.
took like
yes.
10 damage and you have the thing.
Great.
Okay, so you take 10 points of lightning damage.
Great.
I think that doesn't make you unconscious.
No,
Yeah, no,
he's
we're good. We're
Okay,
good.
so this thing begins to charge up, it swells its body, and then it kind of, with a scream of insectoid anguish, electricity just scatters out.
I'm Avatar
across the
Last
room.
Airbending it.
I don't know what that means.
So yeah, so I take the it channels through me.
What, and then just put it right into
stick it into the lightning. Really get generated, stick it into my lightning.
like shitty lightning conductor.
Thank you as well. Thank you for being.
So, I mean, I think it's kind of like it's a bit like it's like Mace Windu blocking the Sith lightning with a lightsaber.
Yeah,
You're holding
so-
this thing out, but
yeah.
you know you win.
Oh, does the
than
brood mother start
overpanicking.
going?
Yeah, so this electricity arcs around the place and bounces into your lightning cell, which thrums with power. That's the brood mother's turn. Tetsu, it's your turn. Stev is still unconscious in the corner.
But if you try and leave her melee range.
You're not. You're beyond melee range. You pulled him away.
Oh, I did. Oh, well done, me.
So, how far away is Step away from me?
Sure.
And you will need to go back and get it.
Well, I was thinking I might sort of cha-cha backwards, coil it, and then.
That's an action. I mean, that slows you down. Anyway,
That's
what's-
fine.
How-
I haven't been
how-
hit
how-
yet.
That's the broodmother's turn. It's Tetsu's turn.
How poorly does the broodmother look?
Oh, not that bad at all.
No.
Okay,
Let's
right.
not walk down that road.
Where's my glow sphere?
Oh, the glow sphere and the bow are both kind of basically at the feet
gone,
of the
it's
broodmother.
gone.
It's
No,
not
it's
gone.
not gone.
No,
It's
the
not
bow.
It's gone.
It's never gone.
It's gone.
The glow sphere is not gone.
Okay, I will say this. It would be exceedingly difficult to get the bow, the glow sphere, and an unconscious Stev and carry them out without just being mauled to death. unless you get very lucky with her attack rolls and that kind of thing. But you're definitely going to be inviting a lot of pain.
We could maybe send in the fastest person afterwards to try and.
Yeah, I'll go for
pick them
Steph
up.
first. And
You're
then
going to get Dog to run in, grab it, and run out.
That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do.
Dog has Misty Step.
Okay.
Dog can jump out.
Dog can
the
only
way.
use Misty Step to avoid psychic.
Fuck, psychic.
I'm gonna grab
There's
Steph
electricity
first.
psychic.
Sorry?
Gonna go grab Steph. Let's get him out of it.
I mean, he's only like 5 feet away. That's an action to pick him up.
Yeah.
And you what? Start running?
Yeah, run.
Yeah. Okay. So you go about 25 feet in. So you're getting to just past Tumbleheart as well. Tumbleheart, it's your turn.
Okay.
You haven't got that much distance on this thing, and it moves faster than you think.
Oh.
You got to
Don't
say
know.
goodbye to the bow, I think.
And
And so
the
if I want to go back and get it, but I think you'll die.
Okay.
And I think then I would feel responsible for your death.
I mean, it's not like you can't just make another bow. I mean, Steph has a bow.
We
he's
can't
made
make
himself.
another glow sphere. I'm going back to get it. I'm going back after I
look,
drop Steph off to get that glow
I
sphere.
don't have eyes. The glow sphere is the lowest on the list of my priorities. I don't even know the glow sphere works.
Yeah, but it works.
The glow sphere is just a weird ball you've been carrying around to me.
I'm not losing it.
I'll just give me the lightning thing before you go. I will. Yeah, I think it's time to just peg it. I think we make another bow. Sorry. I think.
It's really not that hard for you to make a bow. You know that.
I'm a wood person. I make bows from everything. Fuck it.
I mean, you're a hunter-gatherer caveman, but
I just-
It's a sweet moment between me and Vegas.
Oh, I've got. Look, I've lost a hand axe. We've all lost things.
We've all sacrificed.
I've lost ancient technology. We need that glow sphere.
Okay, so I don't. This may influence your decision. Glow spheres are kind of the entry level thing. It's the thing that any wizard gets his apprentice or her apprentice to repair as a kind of a first step towards learning.
Are they?
So glow spheres are. I mean, everything here is rare and sacred to a certain extent, but it's the least rare and sacred thing you can really find. So finding another glow sphere, you may know, is not completely out of the question.
I'm booking it.
The DM is railroading you real fucking.
No, I'm not railroading. You absolutely can go back. I mean, it could cause you problems in the very near future because it's not like they're just fucking coming out the ground. It's going to be you in jeopardy.
Combined between your eye, your hand, and that light.
I want to be clear. You can't have this conversation. You don't have enough time.
Okay, I know. As I'm running,
It's Tumbleheart's turn.
Between your,
Steph-
I've got 6 seconds, right? Can I do this conversation in 6 seconds? I'm
Okay.
gonna try. Okay, between your eye, your hand, your oscilloscope, and everything else you've got on you, you are definitely worth more than that glow sphere.
Okay.
And now,
That's pretty solid. I'm really impressed with that.
Okay. Assuming
I
Tumbleheart,
could be
you
dead.
move and dash.
He's rolled 3.
Okay,
I could be dead now.
No. As you're carrying her baby, you coughed. You got a natural 20 and brought you through 60, so you're on 1 hit point.
Yes,
currently.
she is.
Yes, she is.
Okay.
Steph
The
dies.
healer's back up.
Dog might be dead.
The brood
If you're on 1
mother
hit point, maybe you can do
screeches
rally.
and begins to
It's not
scuttle
a hand
after you.
fight.
At this point, you're running away. Do you want to give me athletics checks to try to outrun this thing?
I can run for myself now,
Okay.
so you don't have to be unencumbered.
I don't think I am encumbered by carrying just one.
Yeah, you're strong enough to lift a person.
It's whether you
You
want to.
carry-
Maybe that's.
21.
Oh, did you just leave me? Wait, where
No,
am
I'm
I?
carrying
you. Carrying you.
Okay, good.
18 for me.
21. Well, she got garbage, just a 9. So this thing is kind of barreling through. It doesn't really care about its home. It's causing sides of this cavern to be broken away
Fancy
as it's
Mary
charging up
Kondo
to you.
is just.
But it is impeded by its bulk. So it's
misread this.
bearing down upon you, but it has not reached attacking range yet. Tetsu, the rest of you, assumedly keep running for the sake of expediency. I will say you quickly flee from this place and get out. Dog continues to succeed on survival checks, leading them around. You quickly flee into the undergrowth that severely impedes the movement of this very pregnant brood mother. So,
She was pregnant?
the point is to lay
Brood mother.
brood mother,
What
like
part of that does not imply pregnant?
also like
named-
digging a
like
hole
called
underground
pregnant
to like protect
person,
itself.
like-
Like it's making a nest.
It's like pregnant.
We just put kids and a pregnant lady.
Right.
Yeah.
Killed us all. We
Yeah,
had
and
dreams.
and
we
just
had
to be
dreams.
very clear, they won.
You flee
We killed the children.
into the jungle.
That's true.
Eventually, Dog rejoins you, and a Stev who hasn't woken up has the dog come up and tap him, and you. You thought you heard your son's voice for a second, but you're doing all right.
Huh?
Yo.
You're who?
You were?
Oh, that's nice.
Anyway,
No one else knows what
for the sake of expediency, I will say you have evaded the monster.
Woohoo!
Okay, did we
That was the limit, sorry.
did we get it?
We got it.
Okay.
But at
Now
what
I'm going
cost?
to, I'm just gonna like be sort of still cradling Hibabus, but also just gently firming up the vines around the arms. It's like, I'm going to break this to you slowly, but we're going to need to find you another bow.
You said that at the same speed you always do.
Did I? Sorry, let me try again. We're going to need to find you another bow.
I'm going to assume at
How
this
was
point
that?
everyone takes a short rest
Yeah.
if you want to regain hit points.
I'm
No.
gonna make a bow in the short rest.
I don't know if you can make a bow in the.
You absolutely can. Absolutely.
That's finding. That's you have to rest and find materials and craft the thing.
So
You
I
just
used
make
to
the
make bows and arrows in my
D10s.
grandma's house.
Could you do it while relaxing
It's
and
not
patching yourself up?
intensive. It's like
You have to find several stiff
have to
spits
find
and
one
bind
that-
them together, and then they strand them
I'll do
together.
that.
Oh, guys,
You
guys,
can
guys.
do it with- you can do a simple one with one.
Save the mechanics of bow
Garbage.
building for next week for our
It's not
Liam
find
versus the chat.
No idea.
Oh,
Plus
sorry.
Harry
yes, yes,
making annoying asides.
Thank
Which one?
Yeah, I mean, they're both the same colours. Just
Okay. I don't know who's
Yours?
who's. Anyway, take your short rest.
Right. How many?
It should say how many hit die you have.
No. How much did the dog heal me?
Oh, right. So
It's 1d8.
burned a first level spell slot. Rolled an 8.
Nice.
So
Isn't
that's
it
8 plus
something?
wisdom, so I think that's 10.
Yeah. Or 11, I think.
Okay. Is it plus 3 or plus 2?
It's wisdom, right? Plus
Yeah.
2.
Okay, 10.
So 10.
Oh man.
Plus short rest.
It's really sad because I handed that glow spear to you and went, I trust you.
I mean, I didn't break her trust.
You didn't. But it was just a moment. It was like if that was a film, like there obviously something was going to happen to that glow spear as I handed it
hang
to
on a
you.
moment. Something doesn't feel right.
What?
Did we just make a plan and then successfully execute exactly that plan?
You did get some leniency from the DM given the
What
nature
is
of
0
the time we're
on,
at.
on this one? Is
10
0
plus 10.
Okay, good.
I don't.
Don't get too
understand.
big for your britches.
You can always
Joke's
knock
on
a-
you. I don't have britches.
You can
I've
always-
got a pot.
You can always knock us down. To
I rolled
size.
like tragically bad in the first half of the fight, and the second half was just like so much damage all of a sudden. It was
I
a good
don't,
time.
I don't need to. I don't choose
should
to
do that again.
acknowledge that.
All right. All right.
I think we should go around the group and say one thing we all did really well.
I just channeled lightning, motherfucker. That was
pretty
really. That
cool.
was pretty cool.
That was pretty sick.
Yeah. Well, I saved everyone.
What? I meant for each other, but sure, compliment yourself.
We thought
Well, no,
dog
no,
did
that-
a good
that's-
job.
That's
That's me stroking dog.
Oh, sorry.
Steph, well done on tracking the ticks. That was really good.
Oh right, I understand now.
Anything you just say.
Now someone.
Hey, that was a really cool.
Steph was very lucky by the way. You
You-
almost died.
You
Your
killed.
first death save was a natural 1.
Excellent.
You killed
What does that give
two,
you? Is that two
of
deaths?
those
That's 2.
little
Nice.
boys, and like, but that was a really cool way that you like hit two
That's
of them
why you
with your
said
arrows.
lucky, is it?
Yeah, because I'm fucking
Yeah.
great.
Okay.
Yes. No, I was particularly fond of that bit where I saved everyone.
I don't remember that bit.
No, you wouldn't. You were unconscious.
I also saved Steph.
Yes,
Right, yeah, thank you.
but I like.
Well,
to
he
think
can't really
that
be indebted
I was
to
really the core of the
everyone
scene.
in this group
Well,
for
that's the most
saving my
important
life.
member
I
of
was
the
going to
party.
say, when are you going to
saved
start
me,
treating me
so,
like a princess?
Yes.
You didn't use any cool gadgets.
No,
sorry.
it's cool.
Right.
But I lost one.
Should we boot up that
Yeah.
oscilloscope?
Should we crank it up to 11?
Well, I mean that had debatable outcomes.
Crank
last time.
it up.
Crank it up to 11.
I
Alright.
think we all agreed it was a good idea.
What, cranking it up to 11? Yeah, it was.
But the real question is, will the scale ever go higher?
Let's see.
Could there be a day where we crank it up to 12, or dare I say it, 13?
Fine.
You're insane, man.
Will they ever meet the esper? Find out. Yeah, I'm going to use me detect psychic power.
Okay, cool. That's the astral oscilloscope spell, right, isn't it? I just can't remember the text of that thing. Cool, so with this thrumming lightning cell, procure a wire, put it into the ports, and this thing, again, this ghostly map of the surrounding terrain apparates within this bowl, almost as if it fills with a kind of ghostly liquid. You see the kind of the small, faintest clearing that you're at, your campsite, and then it begins to shrink away until a dot appears on this map and a thin line is scrawled to it. Perhaps a little more than an hour away, this tiny dot gently descends to land in the jungle.
Okay, can I just brief hiatus to suggest that we refer to the oscilloscope from now on as the Synav?
That's
very good.
Yeah.
That's very good. Have some inspiration.
No, I'm not. I've been too lenient in this game. Actually, I gave it away for a pun at the start. I suppose it was advised good, like D&D play, not just good puns.
I'm sorry. What?
You know we're never going to do that.
No, I know.
Should we? Are we healthy enough to go hunt down an esper?
Spell slots?
Not really.
Spell slots? I don't.
You've burned one spell slot. I mean,
I've just burnt one spell slot that I've just gained. So
Oh, to be fair, I would like my bardic inspirations back.
Mm-hmm.
So I could take a little.
Well, the
long
question
well, you had a short rest, right?
Yeah, they don't come back on a short.
okay, well,
I really.
I
You only
have
used did you bardically inspire anyone in that fight?
So,
Just the one.
yeah, but I like to have them all.
Okay.
this only lasts an hour.
Oh no, it is a short rest.
Then.
Yeah, I
Okay.
thought.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
so you're fine.
So maybe we should just go. If it only lasts an hour.
Ooh,
Otherwise we have to find that brood mother again.
I would like a bow.
I have a
You
question.
would like a what?
Will I ever gain a fourth spell slot, or am I?
Fourth level. You
Or
would
am
have to
I?
be a mighty wizard. Given that the party is effectively going to stay at 5th level, a 4th level spell slot, if you're able to put that out. I mean, the esper you're fighting has, I think, if I'm remembering, 1 5th level, and they are considerably more powerful than any of you. So that would be very powerful. It's possible.
So
It's within the scope, but it's far off.
the question I have is, are we going to have to fight that brood mother every time we need? So we need to kill this esper now.
That brood mother is going to get so bored of us.
So I mean,
Oh,
it's
for fuck's
you're using it with in a mobile sense when it would typically be used in a stationary setting where you're able to store more power.
Okay.
I say we go get ourselves an esper.
And the bow?
Crank.
And okay, do we need
Making
a
a bow will take a long time. I'm sorry, it's not a stick and string. It's
It's
more
a stick and
no, it is more complex than that, Harry.
How long?
You need
is
something
a long
that can
time?
actually curve to
Okay.
launch an arrow in any kind of setting.
I think longer than an hour. And if it goes longer than an hour, we have to go back and fight the brood mother.
Oh, does this run out in an hour?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was not paying attention. I'm back now.
I will say it will take you a day to make one.
Yeah,
in the
probably
meantime.
fair.
Okay.
Probably pushing it.
Yeah, a little.
Let's go.
I mean, you can
Finish
see on your
it
character art
rest
what your
up.
bow looks like.
I'm gonna be
It's a
rotating
series
this
of, you
fight.
can see on
We
your
can
character
go.
art what your bow looks like.
Well,
It's a
you-
series of
you were
splits
good at
bound
the sword,
together.
Yeah, but obviously she's
Yeah, but I'm also
getting
very,
that.
very
She's getting
little.
a fucking birch twig.
Yeah, which wouldn't work as a bow.
I
Like,
do imagine.
in terms of combat, if it sucks too much, there's no point in it. Doesn't count as a thing.
That was really sweet.
Right, are you going?
Let's go.
If someone doesn't have context of that, they'll be so
Everyone knows
confused.
the Batman transition, right? That's what you're
I
doing.
know, yeah, no, I know, but I'm just
Anyway.
saying there will be one person who's like,
What the fuck is that kid
There
doing?
might be a 14-year-old watching this. Jen said.
Yeah, but I knew the Batman transition when I was 14.
Yeah, when you were 14, but
Grandpa.
that was 10 years ago.
Anyway,
23
do you want to give me a survival check on advantage, given you're following a map?
Oh, no, she's put on creepy music.
That's not good. We're not fighting.
3.
Yeah, we only got 20 minutes left.
23.
Okay, an easy path to follow. You begin to travel,
He's using his creepy voice.
and eventually you emerge into a jungle clearing and feel the crunch of dry, dead leaves beneath your feet. Pebbles and plants spin gently in midair,
That's not
rendered weightless by the raw telekinetic power permeating this place. Across, illuminated by an opened canopy, floats a figure, young of age in hempen robe. Their back is turned to you, and yet you feel their glare upon you. On the other side of the clearing, a herd of petal fawn nervously look around, seemingly unaware of the esper before them, until, with a gesture, one of their number rises slowly into the air, braying in panic. The rest quickly scatter, and while the court fawn slowly turns, it bucks against nothing. Before the fawn's head, the esper raises an open hand, extremities bleeding from where the nails have been neatly plucked, and the skin of the fawn perfectly bisects and peels and floats away, as one would peel a banana. The muscles and sinew are similarly stripped until all that is left is a clean skeleton suspended in space. The hand grasps the skull, which shatters, and the remainder clatters onto the jungle floor, while the esper turns to regard you. The young man you fought before is gone. As if he tore it himself, raw rents form a repulsive lattice across his skin, and his eyes, gods, his eyes. From within those gouged and empty sockets, impossible geometries flicker, their cold gaze washing over you. Fear sets needles into your flesh as the esper slowly walks through the air towards you, while chunks of salty soil tear from the earth, drifting upwards to meet the footfalls of the esper. His mouth opens, and a chorus of 1,000 voices screech within your minds. Through fear, we have found balance. We have resolved, through violence, the key shall become a door. We are as one. Now is the time of blood. Now is the time of blood. And we'll end there.
We should try talking.
Also,
All right, everyone.
That was a beautiful and amazing description, but no one peels a banana by bisecting it perfectly. Just two sides.
As in a clean peel off.
Okay, right.
I landed it a little badly.
Like
No,
an
you
exploding
absolutely-
banana.
Like an exploding banana, the flesh neatly peels away.
I just want to be very clear, you did not do that badly at all.
Okay.
It was phenomenal.
It was
Cool.
phenomenal.
We'll have the big fight next time. Everyone, thanks for watching.
Big
Harry,
fight.
kill the stream.
Wait, before we go,
Oh.
I had a thing to say.
Oh no.
If you want to fight the bourgeoisie,
Oh fuck.
subscribe
No.
to us on Twitch TV.
I do not endorse that message. That is
Subscribe. We're in charge of when the stream
You are
ends.
no obligation to subscribe. I hate that these people keep saying it. They're doing it mainly to annoy me.
I'm doing it to get money.
Goodbye, everyone.
I can't remember how to stop streaming.
You just
It's been
click,
so long.
you click stop stream.